Hello and welcome to the Ligue live Watchalong PSG versus AS Monaco. It's going to be a great game. Two pillarheads of France, I think we say. First versus, I think, fourth. But as not accustomed, we haven't done one in person recently. But I'm joined by Josh.
How are we doing?
I'm doing very good. You weren't expecting that, were you?
No. Before we change it up a little bit, it's nice to have one in person, is it? Because we haven't done one for quite a while now.
Again, we were talking the other day. What is it? I thought it was genuinely Leeds Arsenal, but it couldn't have been because that was before.
No, there's definitely been
not
one
in January.
Before that.
Definitely not one in January.
It's been a while, but we've definitely done one while we've been here.
I'm trying to think.
We'll have to think of it at some point.
Well, in terms of next to each other, we did the Dortmund one.
Yeah. But it's been a long time, but we've got a great game, haven't we?
A huge game.
Two pillarheads of French football, and I guess like when you look at these two sides,
is it pillarheads? Spearheads.
You could say spearheads.
It's not pillarheads.
Or pillars.
Two pillars.
Two pillars. Two big figures of French football. It's one of them where it's like PSG, they're a good side.
Yep, very good side.
They are a good side. Monaco, very young side, which we'll talk about in a little second time. But how do you see this game going today?
PSG, while watching it, look what they did to Barca. I just think there's no other way. If Monaco get a point out of this, even a win, I'll be very, very surprised.
It's a big game because Lille, you can see 4-1 winners against Lorient. Big win for them. They're currently sat in first place. So if PSG don't win today, they'll stay in third place. If they draw, they go to second. If they lose, of course, they stay in third. Monaco will go into fourth, 2 points behind PSG. So there's a lot on the line at the same time. Game's going to kick off in about 2 minutes' time. Should we go for the lineups?
Let's go through the lineups
before we kick off. So PSG, as you can see, 4-3-3 today for the French side. They've actually had to change it up a little bit. A few changes from that Barcelona game. It's actually going to be a back four. Of course, Kenan Navas in goal today. Back four of Levin Kazawa, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, and Alessandro Florenzi. That's the same back four they had against Barcelona a few days ago. Midfield three, a little bit different. Idrissa Gueye, Ander Herrera, and Leandro Paredes coming to the side, so a little bit of a different midfield in comparison to what they had in the Champions League. And then up top is Mbappe, Icardi, and Moise Kean. On the bench, Marco Verratti did fantastically well against Barcelona a few days ago. He's on the bench today instead, and then they've got the likes of Julian Draxler, Rafinha, Kara, who could come on and maybe make a difference at some point. But when you look at that PSG team, going to be full of confidence. Yeah,
coming off 4-1 win, Kean and Mbappe both getting on the score sheet. Mbappe's confidence is going to run wild in it. Getting a hat-trick against Barcelona, and you know the player will have that sort of inside them where they'll be demotivated by that. I think they've got great depth on the bench if you need Verratti, Rafinha, Draxler, a defence in Kera and Diallo. No, who's the striker? It'd be... Is it Simons? It'll be a young one.
I don't actually think they've got a recognised striker on the bench.
Don't know. I was trying to think, maybe... Is it Bacca? I was trying to think maybe them two young...
Bacca's a left back.
Is it? I was trying to think if there's any youngsters.
They haven't got a proper recognised striker on the bench purely because they've got Di Maria's out injured, Neymar's out injured, so they're kind of pretty much forced to play the likes of Mbappe, Icardi, Kean. I know Sarabia's not available as well. He's another one that they could have had. So it's a very makeshift team that's doing quite all right now, which is always a positive for PSG. When you look at the AS Monaco side, though, I said this to you before the stream started. It's a 4-4-2 today for AS Monaco. Benjamin Lecomte is in goal. Back four of Kyle Henrique, Benoit Badiashile, Guillermo Mariapan, and Axel Disasi. Midfield four, very young. Sofiane Diop is on the left. Aurelien Tchouameni and Youssouf Fofana are the two young midfielders. And then right mid is Ruben Aguilar. You'll know him more to play as a right back than a right mid. And then the two important players up top, the two kind of spearheads of this side, Ben Yedder and Volland. When you look at that team, on paper, very, very young.
It's very young, and I think they're going to be relying on them two strikers a lot more than maybe usual. Just the youngsters have got a chance to write the name for Monaco, really. I think we'll see. I think we might see a half-time sub. We saw it in my game. Was it my game? Who did I watch? I watched West Ham Spurs. When Tanganga came off at half-time for Doherty. I think we might see that where a more experienced midfielder comes on, maybe a Golovin, just for one of them, but get them a great 45 minutes, but they're not enough that the confidence will be shot. But it is Ben Yedder versus Mbappe today.
Yeah. I'd say. And even Kevin Volland, I think he's been on brilliant form for Monaco since he moved from Leverkusen. great player on his day. As you said before, they've got the experience on the bench that can come on. We've got Cesc Fabregas, who, if you watched our last time that we did this watch along with Monaco and PSG, you'll remember he was a massive part of the comeback that Monaco completed in that game where they were 2-0 down and eventually went on to win it 3-2. And then other players on the bench, they've got Jovetic as well, former Manchester City, Fiorentina player. He's been a bit of an outcast in the last couple of years, but maybe he could come on at some point and make a difference in this game. But I thought, very quickly, before we go on to it, interesting stats for any of you that don't kind of watch Ligue much. This is the games head-to-head over the last couple of months and years that these two sides have faced off against each other. So the last time we watched them play, it was 3-2 to Monaco, first time they'd won in years. Big result for them to come back from 2-0 down to win 3-2. On the 15th of January 2020, PSG beat them 4-1. On the 12th of January, that was 3 days before. I remember this because their original fixture was called off because of flooding. Yeah. We talked about it before. 3-3 draw. So bonkers 2 games in the space of 3 days.
Jesus.
21st of April 2019, PSG won 3-1. And then in 2018, Monaco lost 4-0. So the tendency seems to be that PSG do batter Monaco quite a bit. And I've left off a couple of games. They beat Monaco 7-1 twice in the space of 5 years. So it's a regular occurrence. But when you kind of tally all the results together, in the last 10 matches that these two sides have faced off against each other, there's been a total of 49 goals scored, which is an average, of course, of 4.9 goals a game. Fuck me. Do you think we're going to see anything like that tonight?
No one knows. No, it's going to be boring 0-0. Because I think Manchester Derby, the last one, the top of my head that we did, and that was a 1-1 or something. You know what? I think there's goals. From both sides, but I think PSG are going to blow them out of the water. I really do.
It's an interesting one because the thing is with PSG, and I was looking at the stats earlier, because they've beaten them quite comprehensively a lot, but they've got a very bad home record against Monaco. I think it was something like all of the times they played Monaco in their history, their win percentage at home is about 22%, which, let's factor in I think God knows how many games that have been played over the decades between these two sides, is the worst percentage win ratio that they've got against any club in France, which is mad. I
think at one point they were the only contenders to PSG for a while, weren't they?
Yeah.
Lyon and Marseille weren't really hitting the strides as I think they are doing now. Lille were nowhere near. And Monaco, the other side, they had that big cash injection. Yeah, no one's ever really challenged them. Very similar to the Bundesliga in recent time where no one's really ever challenged Bayern. But you know what? Big opportunity for Monaco. PSG are going to be tired.
Well, that's the question in hand. Are they going to be tired? Or are they going to be ready and energetic for this game? Because it was Tuesday when they played, so it wasn't like they played the Wednesday fixture.
True, very true.
They were away from home, which is a massive factor, but when you look at the team, they've only rested 1 or 2 players from that Champions League match. And this season specifically, it's a very different situation.
Yeah,
they're not 100%. Running away with the league.
Yeah, Lyon, Lille, Marseille. Who are the brothers? Lyon, Lille, Marseille?
It is.
Yeah, as I said, first, fourth.
No, it's Lille and Lyon.
Lille and Lyon.
Marseille just a little bit behind.
Yeah. But PSG have already got an early chance here.
Yeah, they're going to come forward with Florenzi. I'll read your comments out in a second. Going to play the ball into the midfield. Good chance here. A few numbers coming forward. Played on to the left-hand side to Levan Kazawa. Back to just again. Just patient build-up here. But looking at the chat very quickly while they just build up very slowly. Daz put evening Josh Rowan. 1-1 United in Newcastle. A real good Daz. Yeah, we saw the score.
Yeah.
Good goal by
100%.
ASM.
Really good goal.
Really good finish.
Just thwacks it in. Hey, I don't think he can actually do much there.
No, it's a good finish in the end. And then Kyle's put, hey all again, we'd love another thriller in this game. I know Kyle was with us last time when me and Kyle watched this game. And Kyle was going to be with us, but he's unfortunately not here today. So hopefully, things crossed.
I nearly said he's passed.
I hope he hasn't passed.
I meant he's busy. And he's passed.
I hope he's not.
He's not passed, he's busy.
He's not passed. I'd be a bit worried if he has. But, I mean, hopefully, it gives us a good game.
Oh, hopefully. With the latter inclusions, it's like in a game where, do you know when the fourth official gets injured or someone,
and then the
referees are brought in, we're them.
We are indeed.
Nagging.
And 3 minutes in, so far, PSG dominating the ball. I don't think we've really seen a touch of the ball from the away side. No,
just holding the ball up, passing it around very easy. I just don't see Monaco challenging them in this game, and I don't. Maybe just because they're coming off a 4-1, all the momentum's with them, but it's a great ball.
Yeah, lovely long ball lofted up. I think it was towards the run of Icardi there. Just doesn't get to him in the end. But I said to you beforehand, it's one of those where they've got a very young team.
I'm going to interrupt you. That's did you see Di Maria's phone case?
Yes.
Do you know, is it the Gulliver's chocolates? Like the proper fancy chocolates, the truffles. It looks like that. That's horrible.
Well, what I was going to say is, because they're such a young side, Monaco, I do worry that this could be a battering.
Yeah, that's a problem. It's always trying to find the blame, because you do want to bring these youth players in, these younger players, to get the playing time. Then you want to get results, and it's very hard to sort of find a way to get both of them.
Yeah.
Without sacrificing either your young players being completely demotivated because you're being spanked, or young players not getting enough time because you don't want to lose the game.
And Monaco, because they've got such a young team overall, every week they are taking a gamble. You know, I think they're looking. It's a very different project, as you said before. A few years ago, when they were splashing cash left, right, and centre, we've got a lot of big players. This is not Monaco. That's not the Monaco team anymore. It's a very young,
in fairness,
young setup.
If I was a player, I'd happily move to Monaco. You live in an incredible country. It's not a country, it's state.
City. Oh,
City.
Good chance. Ball played
City.
towards the path. I think it's Kevin Volland.
City, it's a
Good
province.
chance to touch him and he whips it in.
I think it's a country, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, it's not part of France.
I'll have to find out in the end. See what it says. You might be right, to be fair, as Monaco do just have the first real bit of spell of possession. But as the Kyle said, hopefully we get another thriller today. It'd be nice to have a similar situation go on. You know, as I said, very similar to the Milan derby, what I was saying earlier. The ball coming in here, brilliant chance towards...
Oh, it's 1-0!
Oh, it's a brilliant goal, and I don't want to say who it is exactly, but I'm just going to check to make sure.
I think it's
Diop. Yeah,
not Diop.
Brilliant goal, and I was literally just about to say...
I was getting distracted with Monaco.
Did you find out in the end?
No, because there was a goal.
You find out, and I'll say what happened here. But 1-0 already in this game to AS Monaco, and we start off on the right foot, and it was a brilliant ball on the right-hand side of the pitch. Kevin Volland takes a touch, notices the run of Diop, who puts his hand up on the far side. It's actually lofted in the end, I think, to Aguilar, the right-back, who's playing as a right mid today. Heads it down into the path of Diop, who's got the simplest of finishes from a header at the right-hand side of the post. Keylor Navas can't save it, and it's already 1-0 to AS Monaco in this game. And, well, we said about the youngsters maybe being a bit of a nervous point of this AS Monaco side, but one thing that they've done very well this season is score goals, and they've hit it off on the right foot 6 minutes in 1-0.
I think it's a country.
You think?
It's a principality so it's called the Principality of Monaco. It's a sovereign city / state and a micro-state on the French Riviera, close to the Italian region of Ligue. I think it's a country.
So yeah, I think it'd
of
be
its
classed
own,
as a country.
but it's a Principality of France, much like good
long
ball
ball
at the
here
top.
towards Icardi, takes a touch,
Oh,
tries
that's
to
good.
dink
Tesla
it.
comped.
Ooh, just over the top of the goalpost there. Big chance.
So I think it's very much similar to, like, you're not Senegal, but you know the similar countries around there, like Madagascar, where it technically the national language is French.
Yeah.
Or monarchy, but they have their own. It's like Monacanese. That's what
I was about to say.
The people of Monacanese.
Monacanese.
Monacanese doesn't sound right.
No, I'd assume most of them would probably speak French.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of Charles Leclerc, because Charles Leclerc, the F1 racing driver, is from Monaco, and he's got the Monaco flag.
Yeah.
So I presume, it's got to be a country.
But what a start for the country of Monaco.
For the country of...
The fans will be celebrating.
Well, that's the thing, because it is... I don't know. It's a confusing thing. But yeah, great start for them. I wouldn't have expected it as well. Came out of nowhere as well, because PSG had all the possession.
Yeah, they did, and I think it's a very good start for them.
100%.
You know, they're coming to this game at the early stages and said, if we can get a goal within the first kind of 5 or 10 minutes, it's going to put PSG in a bit of a not pressured situation, but they're going to have to come out on the front foot, and they've done exactly that.
Well, I've got PSG on my bet, so
you have. She's not good.
Every time.
Early minutes into this game, we're only 7 minutes in, and PSG are going to come forward here. Ball played to Florenzi on the right wing position, lobs it in. Oof. Slight deflection. I think it's come off the path of Goebbels.
That had me there. I thought it was heading straight to Lecomte.
Because Arrow lobs it in and very nearly went in towards the back of the goal. Did Lecomte not push that away?
Better safe than sure, I think. I don't think it's heading in.
I think that was.
Oh,
I
that
think
is
that
heading
would
in.
have,
It
yeah.
does well. He takes a deflection off, I think, Aguilar. So, well done to the club, getting down quick, parrying out.
Does really, really well there.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
going towards that left-hand side of the near post. But corner here for PSG, and we were worried that this game was going to end 0-0.
Well, we've got a goal. We've already got a
Good
goal.
start.
It's a great start.
How about a second? Let's see what happens here with the corner. Going to be lobbed in by Paredes. Hit short. Actually comes off the head of, I think. Trying to see who that is. Yeah, Icardi. Don't think he really knows much about it there, to be fair.
They definitely... He did. They tried to go front post, but he just tries to flick it back into the box, comes to nothing. Great start for Monaco, though.
Yeah, really.
I don't
really
think they
good
would
start.
have expected it as well, to be honest.
No. I think what a brilliant start for him. Real confidence booster, and we said before it's going to be key to watch Ben Yedder and Volland today. They're the two main
Diop.
players that have scored, but Diop getting on the score sheet as well.
Exactly.
It's very, very good goal indeed. That's put Mata is getting ready to come on, I think.
El Marco
coming on for
El
Man U.
Marco.
I'll make a difference. You never know. We'll have
never
to find
know.
out.
I wish I cashed out now with the 20 quid.
The thing is, there's still 81
But
minutes left.
he's trusting United
Yeah, true.
and Roma,
True.
which I'll keep my eye on. But yeah, I think United could get a winner, but let's get rid of Monaco there. Is there any other games going on?
Benevento Roma's going on as well. Bilbao Villarreal, that's a good game tonight. I think that kicks off at 8. So that probably in the early stages of the match.
I think United is in the 51st minute.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a long time left. Long
100%.
time left.
I'll try to keep you updated on all the other scores.
PSG just coming forward. You're going to be Adriskana Gate. Plays the ball into the path of Icardi, who's come very deep in this situation. Plays it towards Mbappe, of course, coming off the back of a hat-trick against Barcelona, which is something many players don't get to say.
No, especially now. Well, probably nowadays they can.
Well, I was wondering. I'd be interested to see who was the last person to score a hat-trick against Barcelona. I'd assume it's probably someone like Ronaldo.
But by the Ajax are 4-0, 5-0 up, no, 4-0 up, 5-0 up.
Jesus. Dominating as you would expect. And Herrera on the ball here. Going to be fouled by Fofana. Referee's going to play on though, and now there's a foul by Herrera, and the referee's going to pull it back. And I think Herrera there just complaining, well, why was it not originally given this foul on me from Fofana? I think he's probably correct there. I think it should have been a foul towards PSG first, but Monaco at the halfway line going to have a free kick here, which they'll play back and just calmly pass it round. Early 10 minutes of this game, and they've got that one goal that they need in the match. And as I said, if they do get the win today, they will stay in 4th place, but they'll only be 2 points behind PSG. And what a massive opportunity it would be for Lille, who won their game 4-1 today. And it would put them, if I'm correct...
I think United have scored as well.
Really?
I heard Kieran go, yes!
Yep, goal, Dan James.
Oh, Jan! He got so much slander in our Europa League stream. It's Moise Keane on the wing, though.
Gonna come forward
Keane,
here.
obviously on loan from Everton. Wins a goal kick.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got pink hair as well. He does.
Yeah, he's got pink hair. A good run there from the Italian. Gets past his man. Then it's a really good run in the end by Caio Henrique, the Brazilian. Just keeps close by, and actually I think that, he's a goal kick in the end. Right decision. Just comes off the left boot of Moise Keane and out of play for a goal kick. But Monaco probably thinking to themselves, how long can we hold on for? We might need to get a second in a game like this. When you've got the likes of Mbappe and Icardi up top, you probably wouldn't expect to keep them out for long, would you?
No, sorry, I think I've figured out the last person to do it. So in the Champions League, before Mbappe, it was Andrei Shevchenko for Kiev.
That'd be in the 90s, wouldn't
But
it?
the last time was Emmanuel Boateng for Levante in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Where they won 5-4.
I think he scored a quick fire hat-trick as well, if I'm correct.
I don't know. I can't see here. But yeah, he was the last time that someone got a hat-trick against Barcelona.
I'm sure a few years ago. Because I remember that game, actually.
2005, Diego Forlan as well, I think, was on there as well. But this was on a
Reddit
Reddit post from 7 years ago.
So, yeah.
But that was very recently.
PSG going to come forward here. You might want a hat-trick tonight. Here he is on the ball, Mbappe. Lovely ball into the box. A little bit too heavy, actually, in the end. It'll go out for
Can't keep it in.
Goal kick.
Yeah. That not the end product, but the delivery just not there from Mbappe. It's way too much on it. Florenzi's not that quick.
Yeah, it's a weird one, this, isn't it? Because you look and you think to yourself, I know we're only 15 minutes in, but if they do come out of this game and lose, one day you're beating Barcelona 4-1, and then the next you're losing to a bunch of well, half of a
Kids.
team that's
Yeah.
full of a bunch of kids. It's mad.
One thing I'm worried is if, let's say, PSG get one back, that just shuts just downs the confidence of the young Monaco players. Just, we were winning this game. I think it's very different.
I don't think so, and I think maybe a lot because a few of these players have played in the other games. They might look and think, well, actually, we've been in a few thrillers before.
Yeah.
1-1's not a bad scoreline.
No.
And as I said, when you've got Volland and Ben Yedder up top, they're not exactly bad players, are they, to put the ball in the back of the net?
I mean, obviously, Mbappe playing against his former team.
Yep, that's another good point, actually.
I don't think it really matters anymore. He's been at PSG 2 years now? 3 years?
Bit more than that, I would have
Really?
said. Yeah, 2, 3, 4 years now.
I don't think how long he's been there for a while anyway.
And I think
Which
as
is
well,
his
he
moves?
left on good terms. It wasn't like it was a really bad move for him. Chance
Oh, what a tackle!
A referee's going to bring that back.
Never
actually.
mind.
Yellow card coming out there.
I thought it was a great challenge.
Badia Shield, I think it is going into the book.
Couldn't see.
It's going to be Tuchemeni who goes into the book there. But I thought it was a good foul at first.
I thought that was a right challenge.
I thought it was a good tackle.
Maybe I think Moise Kean does actually hit the ball. No,
he does get the ball, but I'm guessing it might just be one of those where in today's
it's unnecessary.
in today's world you can't have a tackle.
It's a
like
challenge and a half. They'll love it.
But as I said, he got the ball first. But this is a big chance. 15 minutes.
We know a lot of players in this PSG side can bang this in,
Oh.
and it's evident by 4 players standing over it. There was
Paredes being one of them, Kazawa being another, and I think Kazawa's probably looking like the one who's going to try and take this.
100%. Although Mbappe never stands over free kicks.
No, but I guess everybody's got their specialities, haven't they? Really.
100%.
I mean, Keane's another one.
I'm obviously a free kick specialist. Great, got a right foot.
Roberto Carlos.
Yeah. I'm a dead ball specialist, to call me on the streets.
Well, they need a dead ball specialist here. 15 minutes. I think Paredes actually looks like he's going to hit this.
Because I was hitting it. I think it's a set piece one. Paredes lays it off for him.
I don't want to jinx it, but some are saying this is rippling in the top corner.
Is that the rippling top corner?
Either they're going to lay this off
to the wall.
Yeah. Taking the time to adjust. I think referees just adjusting the wall.
Paredes might go for a dinky, you know.
Sometimes they'll go under the wall as well, but then they've got 2 walls.
Exactly.
One PSG, one on a Monaco one. They're so tactical these days. Free kicks, it's unreal. But
it's a maths game, if anything. Sometimes
if this hits the wall, then it's just pointless.
Wow!
And it just goes over the top right of the post there. Good chance.
I watched a great YouTube documentary on how sports are just numbers nowadays. They're not in terms of the basic stuff, but like he analysed American football, obviously motorsport. It was in rugby, and he also he talked about a thing. He just went, if you look at a free kick in training, if they use numbers, it's like you've seen Moneyball with Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill. Is it Jonah Hill?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
It's based on a true story about how this guy didn't sign players due to name value and notoriety, but he got a guy who was an accountant who just looked at stats and they signed him based on numbers. And someone did it the same with free kicks and went, you could hit the perfect free kick every time if you figured out the exact angle, the exact velocity you needed to hit it with. It's not going to go in every time because keepers and stuff and like other circumstances, but you could always give your best shot if you figure out the perfect angle, the perfect velocity of a free kick.
Because you know every time where it's going to go.
Exactly.
So you're all basically, as you just said, you're relying on the goalkeeper not making a wonder save in that situation.
Exactly. There's Moise Kean bundles over Ben Yedder, not going to give him. Push down this left hand side. He's got a man open in the middle. And
rush the pass there.
And also, I just think poor choice of decision. Icardi had 3 men round him. Just go for it yourself.
Yeah, rushed it in the end. I think Icardi was expecting the ball to him, but when you got 3 players around you, it was always going to be hard to get it
what? I thought I was a right pig.
Now a bit of a waste of ball in that situation. Goes into the hands of Keylor Navas, but they've not done much since they've scored the goal, but PSG have not really had many chances, have they, either, to be fair?
I think this might be a slow one in terms of go half-time, maybe still 1-0, and then PSG come out second half and go. It's like very much Bayern Munich against Frankfurt, where they blew Frankfurt out of the water, but just because they went down 2-0, it was hard to come back. But I think if it stays 1-1, I think PSG will win it still, but Monaco definitely give them a run for the money. I mean, I say that.
Ball's been given away, yeah. Could be a chance now for AS Monaco to come through. Chance for Volland. Comes off in the end corner.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. It's all good.
Because were you trying to say Ben Yedder Monaco? Cause you got,
I was going to say I was trying to say Ben Yedder Monaco, but
And it's just a
Just
pure
mistake at the
pass.
back, isn't it, there?
It was actually Kevin Volland as well.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, Kevin Volland. I thought he was going to lay it off to Ben Yedder, but I think he was going to go for the shot in that situation.
Good friend of mine, Marquinhos. Just pure pass placement from, I don't know who it was in that PSG backline.
So centre-back's coming forward. Going to be a corner here.
Could have got 2-0 up here.
I mean,
They
that's the
got
thing.
2-0
If they go
up.
2-0 up, it's going to be a tough task for PSG to come back. They'll have to do what Monaco did last time, and Aguilar's going to whip this in.
3 on the bounce.
Be a big opportunity, this.
Come on, stop taking the piss. Just let him take
Got
it.
Marapan, Tuchemeni in the box, lobbed in. Really good cross, I think
That's a great cross.
Cleared away in the end. I think it was Moise Keane who got a touch on the ball. Not fully away. Tuchemeni takes it on the volley. Slight deflection. Comes back for Monaco again. Lobbed into the box. Cleared away.
Still in danger area.
And free kick for PSG.
Following Kimpembe. Skinhead Kimpembe.
Yeah, he's
a skinhead. He's proud. Oh, okay.
Yeah, partly skinhead. He's cut his hair quite a bit. I'm guessing, I would assume in this situation he's cut it by himself. But
obviously.
Ben's in the chat. But evening, guys. How we doing, Ben? Are we all good, lad? Welcome to the stream.
I mean, it's given away again. No, man. Just losing possession. That was Gay who lost it. Do you have to say his full name? I feel like he's one of them players where you have to go Idris Agana Gay. You can't just go, it's Gay.
Yeah, he's one of those, isn't he? Where you do say his full name.
Idris Agana. Who else is there? Idris Agana Gay. Zambo Anguissa.
Zambo Anguissa.
You never
double-barrel names, isn't it? Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Yeah. In fairness, that's his
But then
full
it's
name.
because he's double-barreled, isn't
Zambo Anguissa. He'd just be... Oh, no.
Zambo Anguissa is double-barreled.
Is Frank?
Yeah. Frank
Like,
Andre Zambo Anguissa.
I'm just trying to think of the players that you say their full names.
Lovely ball here. I think that's Diop going to
Dan
try
James,
and race
you never
towards
call him
it.
James, do you?
No.
Good defense.
That's a crunching tackle.
That's a challenge and a half.
Kimpembe there does really, really well.
It's one thing I love about these leagues. They don't care. Look at that. Oof. It gets balls as well.
I would say he's probably one of the best centre-backs in the world at slide tackles. I can
Kimpembe?
remember. Yeah, I can remember. I can't remember what game it was, but can you remember when a clip went viral? I'm going to stop for a second though, because this could be a great chance for Monaco. Lob towards the near post, not there in the end corner.
Moise Keane doing his defensive duties.
There was a clip that went viral. I think it was a Ligue 1 game where there was a team that was breaking on forward. It was against Lille. Lille had 4 players forward. And Kimpembe made this darting run to get back. I think it was Bright Yilmaz who'd gone for a goal.
Of course.
And then wiped him out.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it was like 30 yards behind the player and he was able to catch up.
It's something I know you want. Do you know the NFL clip where it's DK Metcalf just hunting down Buda Baker? And Metcalf is already in the end zone when Buda Baker's probably 2/8 already, a quarter away, and DK Metcalf just hunts him down. It's such an amazing thing.
It's mad, isn't it? The pace that some players can get to reach others. Chance the and I thought that very nearly was curling towards
that bottom left there.
Left, yeah.
It was a perfect.
Sassy there.
It's his head. His head flicks so much, but he sort of flicks after the ball.
I think the angle as well, from what we saw with the camera, looked like he was going to curl into the bottom left, but good chance from Disassi.
Mbappe's lost it.
Back.
Yeah,
they've given the ball away a few too many times, I think, PSG.
So many times. And the thing is, it's not like it's been nearly everyone on the team has had moments where they've looked shaky or even lost the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the last game they played in the league was against Nice last week, and I think they played that game. They weren't convincing in that one either. Nice played all right in that match. So they've got a bit of a problem right now with Ligue 1.
By the Villarreal are 1-0 up.
Who scored?
It was Gerard Moreno.
What a surprise.
And Roma is still 0-0, the bastards. But do you think they really care about the league? They've won it so many times in a row.
Yeah, they do.
I know they care about it, but do you think in the back of the, not player's head, but just like win that Champions League? It's the golden egg.
Yeah, but they still want to win the league. But in a league like this where, people call it the Farmers League and that, PSG should be winning it every single year.
100%. The money they spend, they're the leading French side, and you'd expect them to...
pretty much every player on the pitch, maybe bar one or two, they're always going to have the best in the league. They've got
100%.
the best left winger in Mbappe. They've got one of the best. Did I say Mbappe's best striker in the league? They've got the best left winger in Neymar.
Best right winger.
One of the best right wingers in Di Maria.
Midfield is probably their weakest. You could probably say they're better midfielders.
Yeah.
But defence, Marquinhos and Kimpembe.
Best in the league. I think Keylor Navas is one of the best goalkeepers in the league, which isn't hard because there's not many amazing ones. But
left backs.
The full backs, I think, are one of them where I'm like, there's other full backs maybe that are a little bit better. but not massively better.
Not like light years ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Mbappe and Neymar are.
It's one of them where they should win it every single year, and I think they do care about it. Hence why in games like this they're playing the biggest players on the pitch. They could have
100%.
rested everybody for the Barcelona game and not cared about
Venice
it.
they're not playing next week either. They play the week after. So we may see a rested team for whoever they play the week next week.
Yeah, it's just one of them where at the end of the day they have to win it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
now if they win the Champions League this year and don't win the league, then it's a different story.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll care as much then. But you know,
they don't want to do both.
Getting knocked out of the Champions League, but still winning the Ligue is always a massive thing, because you know if PSG went through an entire season where they didn't win a trophy, it'd be
embarrassing. Are they still in the French Cup?
They won the French Super Cup.
The Coupe de Ligue.
I haven't got it this year.
It's not on this year.
Not on this year because
that's why we've seen it happen on this year.
No, I don't think it is. I think it got cancelled. If I'm correct, I think. I'm pretty sure it either got cancelled altogether and they got rid of it, or they're not doing it anymore. But they won the Super Cup against Marseille, because me and Kyle watched that one. But Monaco coming forward here and try and lay a ball into the path to Tuchman and just playing on the left mid. Got the ball back again, but not really doing much with it.
Just not getting rid of the ball, PSG. Just letting Monaco have it.
Yeah,
they've not looked the best.
I think depending on what happens in the next 20 minutes, there's going to be quite a bit of a talking to from Pochettino. We've either started this game.
Oh, 100%.
As I said, you can't go from beating Barca 4-1 comprehensively to coming up against Monaco, and they haven't battered them, but they've looked sharper.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the thing. I feel like this, like I said, it's a second half game. I think PSG will really come out of the blocks a lot quicker at half time. I think that goal was so early just stunned them. It came out of nowhere. PSG had dominated the opening 5 minutes, whatever it was. So that when that goal went in, I think it definitely went, oh, okay, we've effed up here.
See, I'd say they want to get this goal before half time.
Oh, yeah.
Just to make it much better, and they're going to come forward here. Going to be a chance. Icardi,
good defender, trying
to flick it towards Mbappe. Got the ball back. Florenzi into Idris Gana Gay. There's, as you said, the player you can't say
exactly.
His last name without saying his first. Going to be Kimpembe.
Just no one giving him options going forward.
No, it does make me think they are missing. I think a bit of Neymar and Di Maria. As much as they looked good against Barca, like Icardi.
Who were it? Mbappe, Keane, Icardi.
It was Mbappe, Keane. Yeah, I think it was Mbappe, Keane, Icardi. And there's going to be a long volley, and this could be a brilliant chance for Monaco. Ben Yedder takes the touchdown. I think Kimpembe is going to probably beat him to it. Still got the ball when Ben Yedder gone down in the end.
Still does well to keep under possession.
And here comes Aguilar. And try the ball, played the ball to Diop. And it was a big chance there, I think, for Monaco. But
it's an awkward ball control because he controls it with his chest, and I think then it just rolls along him.
Yeah, and then it's the amount of time it takes for him to control it in comparison to how Kimpembe can get the ball before him.
Yeah, 100%.
It's good defending in the end.
Sorry.
But big chance. And they're going to keep coming forward here, Monaco, as I said. If they can get a second goal before half time, make it 2-0, I think they've got every chance to do it.
Great challenge.
And they've still got the ball somehow. Cleared it away in the end, and now it's going to be Gay who feeds the ball forward.
So they've got 2 former Everton players, don't they? Well, one current technically, but I've got interesting how Gay played for Everton.
Yeah, he not too long ago, to be fair.
No.
Going to be Caio Henrique, Brazilian, playing as a fullback today, not his usual position.
He's usually a winger.
Yeah, usually a winger, winger/midfielder, so a bit of a different role for him.
It's strange, isn't it? I always find it weird players playing out position in my head. It's going. You don't belong there.
Yeah, it is a strange one.
I think if you like, when they see an attacking winger move,
that is a lovely ball.
If he keeps that in.
Oh, someone looking for Diop. I thought that was a brilliant ball then.
Just too much on it. So close. The bounce. If that bounce was a little bit further back, it would have been perfect.
He's done really well so far. I think that's where they've been targeting the right hand side.
100%.
The amount of times that they've tried to lob balls towards Diop He's not worked as much as I think they'd like it to, but
He's got a fantastic photo, Kurzawa.
I think he has, yeah.
That's quite cool.
Apparently, it might be a penalty to United to kill the game, from what Carl said. So
Ooh.
that might save your bet there a little bit.
I've still got Roma.
Benevento and Roma, big game that one. But Monaco coming forward here and try to play the ball to Ben Yedder. Doesn't get to him in the end. Marquinhos will look to send PSG on another attack with about 15 minutes left in the first half. Slow, patient build-up.
That's the thing. It's slow. I hate it. Slow, patient. Just go. I just want to see that intent from him. If they're 1-0 down, they're going to want a goal just before the half.
And it's been scored. Bruno Fernandes scored it. So 3-1 to United now.
Benevento was still drawing 0-0.
Still playing his house.
Yeah, it's still
Half
45
into
minutes.
the game, innit?
Yeah. It took only 15 minutes before this.
There you go. So second half left. And it's not too bad.
Enough time. There's enough time for sure.
It's going to be Kimpembe on the ball. I mean, just see how long he's at PSG for. I
Do you
think he's
think
another one of
he'll
those
get a
centre
move?
backs where I think one day he will be playing for Barca, Real Madrid.
How old is he?
Is he 25?
Let's have a look.
I can beat you to it.
So you can.
He's 25, yeah.
Still so young.
I think one day he's going to be at Barca or Real Madrid. I really do. I think he's an incredible centre back. Don't get as much appreciation, and I think we're starting to see a lot more appreciation for him now because he hasn't had someone like Thiago Silva with him.
100%. Obviously,
he's the leader of the pack.
Did he play back five when it was Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Kimpembe?
No, sometimes Marquinhos will play as a CDM.
And then Kimpembe and Silva as both centre halves.
Yeah, so it's one of them where either way all three players were playing, but Marquinhos would be a little bit further up the pitch.
And then Thiago Silva just not outshining, but it's Thiago Silva.
It's just Thiago Silva, isn't it? Although Mbappe here does really, really well.
Defending.
Brilliant defending there.
Bad Israel.
Does really, really well. And eventually ball's just hoofed away. I mean, long ball for them so far. When you got Ben Yedder up there and Volland, it's not
Venice paid off earlier. Caught out Marquinhos.
Could be a chance though for PSG here. Florenzi on loan from Roma.
Great tackle, Kevin. It looks a bit like Zac Efron, doesn't he, Kevin Volland?
He does.
A bit more of an older version. Oh, go on. Spark him out.
He does look like him a little bit, doesn't he? Oh, here we go. Kevin Volland.
I love that Anton Herrera didn't give a He just walks away. Florenzi and Volland. It's having a war of words.
I mean,
they just get caught up with each other, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
A
little kick out then.
Naughty by Florenzi.
I think there should be a booking, surely.
Got to be a booking. I think it's going to be a warning.
Yeah, just a warning there.
He really does look. He looks like a tubby Zac Efron. Didn't even notice.
Chris is in the chat. Evening, lads. How are we doing, Chris? How are you all
Evening,
good?
Chris. Hope you're well. Liverpool played today. No, they played yesterday.
No, yesterday.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great game, was it? For bit of a bad one.
Bit of a stinker. As a lot of the games have been, in fairness. Recently.
Yeah, I guess from the start of the Premier League, and every game was like 3-2.
Yeah.
That kind of honeymoon period's ended now.
100%. They're just not running their momentum.
No, there's not as many
what do you genuinely think the problem is?
What in terms of?
Just Liverpool just not being able to be consistent. I know obviously it's off topic, but
injuries.
But I think other clubs have had injuries, and they've made do.
A lack of fans. That's what Liverpool are about.
True. Did they won the title without the fans? I suppose they didn't though.
It was still it was like a quarter of the season, wasn't it, where fans weren't there. Injuries still play a big part.
Yeah.
And you've only got to look last season. Manchester City lost Laporte and a few other players, and they had a similar situation to.
I can agree with that. In fairness, I just think that there's other clubs who have got injuries.
But I do think there's more to it because even when they lost to Villa 7-2, Van Dijk was there.
Exactly.
So it's one of them mentality. Is it the fact that they've won the league and some of them were kind of like, we've done it now, we've done what we wanted to.
They've finally achieved. They won the Champions
League. We've won the
what
Premier
else
League.
Have you got to win with Liverpool?
Yeah. So maybe it's just a lack of aspiration for some players,
which I can sort of understand. Not massively, but in terms of you've achieved what. Let's say your career goal, Mbappe does really well there.
Oh, he's done brilliant. We keep going here, Mbappe, ball lobbed in.
Oh,
good save by Lecomte.
He's got surprisingly a lot of strength for someone quite small.
Oh, ball's given away though. Brilliant work from Tuchemeni. Just poofed the ball away. Good clearance in the end.
It's a great clearance. Who were lost? I think it was Tuchemeni who lost the ball, and then he wins it back immediately.
Did really, really well, because in a situation like that, could have easily been saying a chance on goal at the very least.
That's the thing. I suppose if you're a player, you might have better aspirations in terms of, you've won the Premier League, win Champions League. You'd want to go to another league and win it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I know I would. That's lovely from PSG, by the way. So many chops to each other.
Got 12 minutes to try and get at least an equaliser, maybe even more, depending on what happens. Marquinhos, we played to Florenzi, back to Marquinhos again. Slow, patient build-up. You don't like it, Rowan?
I hate it. It's like, you hate playing out from the back. I hate this. It's just similar to FIFA. Do you know, in the terms of people just keep on passing it around until something happens? I just prefer the direct football of, we'll just come at you.
I mean, it's beautiful to watch sometimes.
It is, and I can't...
You get team goals.
100%, and I can't sort of shit on it, but I hate it. I hate slow football. I like that. That's why I like F1.
Yeah, you like the quick flow, quick rhythm.
Yeah.
There might be a chance here though for PSG.
Wow.
Florenzi going to whip this in first time.
Good ball.
Comes towards Icardi. Doesn't get there in the end. Cleared away by Maripan, but it'll come back to.
You know what?
Florenzi
Monaco have just got men back, don't they? Look how many people come back for an attack when it's attack. They hold a five at the back line, and then it turns to 6.
Oh, what a chance that would have been for just a game. About 30 yards out, takes one on.
Oof. Lecomte nearly gets an hand to it.
Maybe if he took that maybe 1 or 2 steps more and then hit it, that might have been going in, or at least a save for Lecomte. But
testing him.
Di Maria and Neymar watching on from the stands, both of them out with injuries.
They would have loved to be in this game, I think.
Oh, 100%. Should be too long before Neymar's back, I think.
4 weeks we're out for?
Yeah.
So yeah, makes sense.
I think he's got about 2 weeks left before he'll be back.
Not coincided with his sister's birthday for once.
No.
COVID's just getting to him.
Yeah, maybe he's just had enough playing altogether. That's the thing. But he's a good player to watch. He's a good player to watch.
100%.
Like, put away his stupid diving antics and that.
Yeah, I talked about
his PSG side misses him.
I talked about when I did the it would have been the A-League game in terms of Stefan Mark just going down the simulation. But I'm like, Grealish does it, and a lot of other players do it in the Premier League, but because it's incompetence of referees that they can't notice a dive, they give it. Like if I was a player and I felt the slightest touch on my shoulder, I'd go down. So I know the referees would give it.
I think they need to give out more cards.
Yeah.
For diving, when they've checked penalties.
Oh yeah.
A pen. They need to give out more yellow cards for diving because.
Throw stick quick. Sorry.
Oh, poor ball from Mbappe.
No one there.
His quality of ball's been pretty shocking so far. In terms
I suppose he didn't have
any
any
into the box.
I was expecting Mbappe to sort of drive that in instead. Have a dig. Go on.
I was thinking there, hit it.
Hit it with his left foot.
Give me Mbappe now. This is where he works best when he takes on play. Still got the ball.
He's done really well.
Into just a gate. Lobbed in, back heel very nearly.
Just miscommunication between, I think it's Icardi and Paredes. No, that's Paredes. It was Icardi and someone. One of them goes to chest it, and Icardi goes for the volley. And they just completely miss up.
I mean, Chris has put, you can say injuries, but the squad needs freshen up. Front three stale, sticking with Salah, Firmino and Mane together. Jota brought freshness, he could be back for Sheffield United next Sunday. For me, the current lineup is still good enough to finish top 4. The current lineup should still be up there fighting for the title.
100%.
In my opinion.
Nothing's changed since you won the league. If anything, you've bolstered.
I mean, Salah and Mane and Firmino, they're all lacking a bit of confidence.
Which is fair enough.
When they get firing again, they'll all be bagging goals. Maybe Mane and Salah more. Firmino doesn't tend to bag as many, but they're just lacking confidence, I think.
How did Rotherham get on this week?
Lost 1-0 to Norwich.
A 1-0 loss isn't
to the league leaders is.
Yeah.
Could have been much worse.
It's going to be foul, isn't it? Yeah. Gage just clattering with Diop. True 2-2 is Tranmere.
It is not bad, but.
Bamberg just scored a screamer.
It was a nice goal, wasn't it?
All that matters.
And yeah, it was Kazawa in the end. Gone to back heel, it comes off the actual face of Icardi. Chest of Icardi.
I think he tries to avoid the scorpion kick of Kurzawa, but in an effort to avoid it, he's also chested the ball straight to Lecomte, I think it was.
They've only got 10 minutes here.
Slow.
Less than 10 minutes.
Monaco have got nothing to lose in terms of... They've got something to lose, but it's like... if they get a goal back, it's still a draw. We expected probably get a draw.
They want to win this, I think. They want to win this.
But I like that they're going for it. They're not sitting men back. Ben Yedder and Volland are staying up majority of the time. And then it'll be one of the midfielders who stays sort of just at sort of a cam role.
Yeah, as a number 10.
Yeah.
It's slow, but I think that's the tactic. You know, you don't want to let PSG... You don't push numbers forward because then you'll just let PSG get back into the game. When you've got people like Mbappe and Keane who can just run at you, it's always tough to stop them. And they've done really, really good so far, Monaco. Not had like many major chances, PSG, so far. They're saying that. They're going to come forward here. Play the ball towards Icardi, who would have been offside anyway, so Comte will just get the ball back. He would have, I think.
I thought he was on. Just poor decision making there. He had Florenzi on the right, open. I suppose Icardi's making a nice run in the middle, so I can't diss that. I don't know why. When I do these watch-alongs, my ass hurts more. And I don't know why.
Is it because the chairs?
No, because it's my chair. But I'm like, I don't know what's going on, Josh.
Or is it just the fact it's hard to get comfy?
I don't know. I'm gonna try adjust myself so I'm not in pain. Sorry.
That's alright. Chris put the one positive for my weekend. My local town, Carlisle, got a good point away to Salford. Yeah, it's not too bad in the end. It's quite alright. But Monaco here,
Sorry.
just going to come forward.
I'm so sorry.
Thought my green screen was going to break then. And PSG just get the ball back. Yeah, I think at half time it's what I was saying in the Milan game, very similar where it'll be. I think if PSG go in at half time, they'll be very peed off that they've not got something. But they're still in the game.
It's been a right day for football, in fairness. West Ham beating Spurs. Inter Milan thrashing AC.
Oh, here comes Moise Keane.
Really?
Foul. Yeah. I think that's right in the end.
The thing is, the games haven't been amazing. Maybe the Inter game, but the games haven't been amazing, but just some good results. West Ham beating Tottenham, great result for West Ham. Inter winning 3-0, confident. City only winning 1-0.
It was a decent performance. wasn't an enjoyable game, but it was a professional performance from them. They never really had to come out and play City because Arsenal are shit.
Yeah, they're awful, aren't they?
They're not fun to watch because they're shit. Like if you're playing a midfielder of El Neni and Xhaka, it's too defensive.
Don't let KL
Xhaka was the best player on the pitch today. But you know he's got a bit of a drive and he does put effort in. But when you're playing El Neni and Xhaka, it's too defensive.
Effort sometimes.
Someone like a Ceballos in there would have probably made a bit more creativity.
Sometimes effort isn't enough, unfortunately.
No, and as I said, I think he's been one of the better players recently. But have one defensive midfielder with someone who's creative, and I think Arsenal might have had a few more chances because City were there for the taking. They never really turned it up to full gear, and they never had to. But that's because Arsenal are rubbish, and I'm not looking forward to watching them on Thursday against Benfica.
Yeah.
Like the first leg was poor to watch because they couldn't finish. I'm hoping the second leg's better because it tends to be.
And also, they've got something really to play for now.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of playing something to play for, 4 minutes left in this game. It looked like it was going to be a classic, didn't it?
There's still time. There's a long way to go. Wednesday because Arsenal are playing at home.
Ah, right. That really confused me. That was
scheduling clashing, I think.
I don't understand that. There's no fans.
Well, exactly. It's
TV rights, isn't it?
Strange, isn't it? Well, it's more two teams from the same area can't play at the same time. So Arsenal and Tottenham couldn't play.
But that's only because they were fans.
And City could at the same time because they're not from the same
But that's because
area. Policing.
Yeah, true.
Which it doesn't. I know it doesn't matter in the terms of now because there's no fans in the stadium. But
they would require a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris has said Arsenal fans still make Xhaka a scapegoat. Yeah, I don't think they make him as much of a scapegoat in the last few weeks, but I do get what you mean. He is one of those players that is hounded. I think Nicolas Pepe is another one, but he deserves it because he's been shocking recently. And then William deserves it because he's fucking useless.
How did he get a move to Arsenal?
It's his agent.
Is it a true promoting situation?
I think it is.
That's a great ball.
Though. Bit too heavy.
Been sort of the story of the night so far for
PSG.
Exactly.
That's a little didn't know.
Oh, is that a dark mark?
Yeah, I think. But good run in the end from Florenzi. Bit too heavy of a ball.
I think it's like that's like the fourth
Passes
time.
in the final third have been shocking.
It's the fourth time that Flint's made a lovely run on the right. Just the final ball has been poor to him.
Yeah.
You're Monaco, and Nico Kovac, you're buzzing if you go into the half 1-0 up.
Yeah, I think you will be. They've not had much to do so far. Been a fairly professional performance. PSG, they've had a lot of the ball. They've had a lot of chances to attack, but they've not really had many chances on goal. I think the Idrissa Gueye chance that we had was one of the better chances of the game. I think Icardi had one chance as well. So apart from that, not really much in it.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris put Arsenal v Benfica will be in Athens apparently. I was a bit confused and I thought surely they would have just played that at the Emirates because it's not a case of the German rules.
Like the German rules, obviously, they have to play them in a neutral location. So Slavia travelling to Leicester.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
I don't see why they couldn't. Let's have a look at that.
Yeah, see if it is. I know they were saying they're supposed to be playing both legs away from home, but it might just be something about Portugal. Maybe it's Portugal, something to do with the quarantining and stuff. I've got no idea because, to be honest, I couldn't really give a shit about COVID anymore. But 60 seconds left of the original 45. Oh, he's in Greece.
Arsenal have won on each of their previous 2 visits to Greece, both against Olympiacos in the Champions League in December 2015 and Europa League in February 2020.
So, in that respect, I guess then there's no home advantage for Arsenal, which means the away goals rule in that situation is bollocks in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it should be scrapped. If it's not being played,
it should have just been if it was 2-2. Let's say go to extra time penalties, regardless of whether the fact Benfica scored 2 goals away from home and Arsenal didn't. Yeah. Just scrap it.
That's a stupid thing. Yellow card for someone. Gay.
Idrissa Gueye.
On, I don't know. We'll see it here.
Ben Yedder.
Just holding Ben Yedder. Tactical foul. Got
a bit tangled up there.
Got a bit meat to his face. Can't say that. Can't say that, can I?
I'm just going to
just breathe past
roll over that one and say that I don't think there's going to be any minutes of additional time. The referee blows his whistle, and that is the first half done. AS Monaco 1, PSG 0. Professional performance from Monaco so far.
Yeah.
Haven't seen the best from PSG, have we?
No, not at all. Not the PSG that thrashed by Barca. Not the PSG that we've seen dominate Ligue for previous years. So this year, they clearly are missing Neymar and Di Maria.
I mean, it was a very good start to the game for the away side. 6 minutes in, header for Diop, about 3-4 yards out, puts it in the back of the net.
Sort of an open, easy goal.
And out of nowhere as well.
Yeah, PSG dominated the opening minutes, but sort of just like that, it turned the favour in Monaco's tide. Monaco sit back, let PSG attack. PSG haven't had that final ball, and we're sat here 1-0 because PSG haven't been able to finish it.
Exactly. It's been a pretty slow game in terms of how it's gone so far, but there's plenty more still to come on the channel over the next few days. So let's have a quick look and see what's to come. We've got Tuesday, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Lazio and that's going to be with KD and either Rowan or Will. Going to find out who's going to be doing that one on Tuesday night. Wednesday, you can join me and KL for Atalanta, Real Madrid and Gladbach, Man City. Big Gibbs, they are in the Champions League. And then Thursday, 5:55, we're going to do the goal show once again for the reverse fixtures for the 8 o'clock ones that we did. So the likes of Arsenal, Benfica, Rangers, Antwerp. And then 8 o'clock, as we did before, Rowan and KD are going to be live with Real Sociedad, United Sociedad even, and Leicester Slavia. And then I might see if a few of us can join and we'll cover some of the other games. And then tomorrow, I'm going to try and see if we get the Double Talk podcast uploaded on the channel. I'm going to record that. I've got a very special guest that's going to be joining us on that. So looking forward to that.
Exactly.
Indeed. And then
I can't believe you've disregarded one. Friday, we're a week now, Josh. You can add it in because it's a week later.
We go a few days at a time. I don't want to put too much on there.
It's a special occasion. It's a late kick-off.
It's a late kick-off for a Friday game, which is not what you want. It's a Friday morning. You want to be up. You want to be up early, ready at 8 in the morning.
I say 10 is quite early.
Not early enough for the A League, is it?
I get a 2-hour lie-in,
which is a positive for you at the very least.
Yeah, I love the. So for last week's game was great. It was batshit crazy, but it was great.
I mean, Carl's just put in the chat. I will look at the second social media stuff, but I have to disagree with you, lads. Arsenal should play to their best, be it the Emirates or the Athens. But they're shit. They're shit. Like, we can both agree on that, Kyle. They're shit. they're not going to... I genuinely don't think they're going to beat Benfica. I really don't. They're just an awful side. I hate
They've got
them.
talent.
They have got talent, but Arteta's shit.
Mental, innit?
He's rubbish.
Learn under Pep.
But the thing is with Pep is...
You'd thought it'd been a bit better.
You can be guided under Pep, but you can't copy what he's done. Do you know what I mean? Because
you don't have the money, you don't have the...
And it's not even that. It's the tactics. It's everything like that. Arsenal, you know, every time Arsenal plays City, Pep always comes out at the end and says Arteta, he's a fantastic manager. He's got loads of ideas. He doesn't have any fucking ideas because he doesn't change his tactics. And I feel like, as I said, I've got a feeling they'll lose that game.
Has this been brewing inside, Josh? I feel like it's been burning up. You just want a chance to break out.
There's always something about Arsenal. I don't know what it is.
For me, it's the fans.
It goes back to the very first one that I did this season when I did the Arsenal-West Ham game. And I was there peed off because I think Arteta left it till like the last 5 minutes to make changes and stuff like that.
So it was the same with me when I watched Dortmund against... It was one of the draws, Mainz, Hoffenheim. Terzic waited until the 82nd minute to make attacking changes.
Yeah.
In fairness, it was Hoffenheim. He brought on Schultz as the first change, and I was already annoyed at that because I thought, well, what the fuck are you doing? Turns out Nico Schultz played great. And then in like the 81st minute, he brought on Mukoku and I think it was Tigesh in the Hoffenheim game. But like, I hate managers that wait for something to change.
Negative.
Just make the change. What's the worst going to happen? You're gonna cause another goal. Well, at least you tried to make an attacking change.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of them where I think, Kyle, you have to agree. You can't say Arsenal are going to play it. Well, we don't know until it, but you can't say Arsenal are going to play the best anywhere right now because they can't.
Play the best
they'll get results here and there. You know, they'll get one big result, and then they'll go and lose to a team like Burnley.
Yeah, 100%.
Arsenal are a weird side. But that's beside the point because what I was going to say before is you can check social media links. Twitter is @the_top corner. I'm just very passionate. As a football fan, I'm a very passionate person. Twitter is @the_top corner and Instagram is @the_sports corner_. You can check those out. To always tweet out when we go live on the channel. Alongside when we post up our new articles on our website, which is thesports-corner.com. We put up new articles pretty much every single day. The last article that is up on the website was some of the best Milan derbies of the decade. So if you do want a bit of half-time reading, then check that out. Of course, we already had the Milan derby today, but it's always worth checking back on previous history.
You might be able to add that, the one that we had today, of just Milan being into being clinical.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a classic, but I call it one of the best comprehensive results that there's been in a Milan derby.
Yeah. In
terms of a team just outright playing the opposition. It was a really, really good game to watch overall, just for how good Inter looked. And I think, as I said, I think they'll be going on to win the Scudetto at the very least.
Yeah.
Chris put in the chat, with no fans in stadium, I think it should be one leg because of circumstances, but at the same time, UEFA competition's always been two leg. Wondering what your guys' thoughts on it.
Go on.
I was going to say, I've always said before, I don't mind one legs, but I will always be a two-leg person because the amount of times I've had incredible comebacks from two-leg fixtures just makes it so much better for me, regardless of whether there's no fans in stadiums or not.
For me, I love the one-leg fixture because teams go for it. Teams don't wait till they're away or wait till they're home. They've got one shot and they make it count. And the players will play to their hearts until they're shattered because, well, they it's their only chance. I do prefer the two-leg fixture. I mean, just like you said, the drama.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of first leg ones this week that have been good. The PSG Barca game 4-1, that was a great match to watch. The Royal Antwerp Rangers game, I think that's the best example of probably the best first.
Young Boys Leverkusen.
Young Boy Leverkusen.
Like, imagine if that Young Boys Leverkusen, because it finished 3-0, didn't it?
4-3 to Young Boys.
Imagine if that was one tie. Leverkusen would be peed off because, well, yeah, they've gone out. But also, if it was two ties, they've got them 3 away goals. They need to only win 1-0 and they'll be through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the beauty of it is you can play it tactically. You can go away and you can just play all out attacking football, put so many men behind the ball, and then when you're home, just go sit back
Yeah.
and just play it safe.
As I said, I just prefer the classic 2-leg ties because, you know, in situations like Barca, for example, it's not going to happen. But you know, they're 4-1 down. They've still got another 90 minutes to come back in the game.
But then you think the moments I think would be ruined. That Bayern Barca game. Imagine if that were 2 legs, it'd make it very interesting. I think it'd be more embarrassing for Barca.
Well, wouldn't that have been better?
Yeah.
You know, if we came out of the second leg and it was like 12-4 on aggregate.
Jesus.
It looks very, very bad, but for the neutral,
it's a talking point.
Be very exciting, wouldn't it, to come out with scorelines like that? Chris put, let's be honest, Arteta in his time at Man City picked up the corners at the training ground. You're not wrong. And then Carl responded saying, I know Arsenal are shit, but that doesn't mean they should play more shitter in Athens than the Emirates. And I don't want to hear any lame excuses from Arsenal fans, players and coaches. Now, I agree with that point, but they can't even play good at the Emirates. So what hope have they got going to Athens? And as I said, the good thing for Benfica is that there is no home advantage, which really does allow Benfica to go out there and let's go for it.
They were at Emirates before, weren't they, in the first leg?
No, they were. That game was played in Italy, I think. So throughout the entire thing, I'm pretty sure there's not actually been a home advantage.
I think home advantage without fans doesn't matter anyway. It's not a home advantage. Yeah, you know the pitch better, but it's not. It doesn't take long to adapt to a pitch.
It's a pitch.
At the end of the day, if you play, all these players have played football probably since they were 6. They know what a football pitch is. They could do it on any. So
with fans there, then completely, you know, that's fair.
Oh, 100%. Like if that was in Benfica, the Portuguese fans are wild. They would cheer the team on even if they're losing 7. Well, they'd probably boo them and throw Molotovs at them. But you know what I mean. The atmosphere there would rattle Arsenal. If it's in a neutral venue, that fear isn't there. Which I think sometimes it brings the best out of players, sometimes it brings out the worst. It shows the mental aptitude that players have in these big away games.
Yeah, exactly. And then Chris is asking in the chat, what are your thoughts on VAR in the Premier League? For me, the laws are shamble compared to ones in Europe. So confusing, and these referees have no knowledge of football. Get foreign referees in for me. For me, VAR has exposed how bad our referees are in this country. And I think he's spot on with that.
Yeah, 100%. It was Graham Souness who went, how many English referees do we have at the World Cup? None. How many did we have before VAR? 1.
And it was Howard Webb, I'm pretty sure.
And Howard Webb was a good referee.
And he's retired, so they haven't
but
got him in anymore.
I think European leagues, I watched the A-League, and there were definitely some things, but you hear the clarification. It's a simple thing that works in all other sports. You hear the VAR going, okay, now why can't I give that? Oh, well, you can't give it because of this. It's like, well, he's given points, but you hear nothing. You hear no deliberation. You just see them rewinding the camera angles. There is no explanation. Even in, like, I think it was in the Serie A, there was a VAR decision or something. They didn't actually explain it, just went VAR, no goal. But you believe it more. I don't know why. Just because we know our referees are so incapable. There needs to be a brand new refresh, I think.
Yeah, it's the standard of the referee, and VAR's not the problem.
No, VAR is the solution.
It's the decisions that the referees make that's the problem. I think one of the examples, I'm trying to think, like the biggest example was the Everton, the penalty at the weekend.
They still would have won.
Yeah, they still probably would have won.
But like, it changes the game.
I think it was Craig Paulson who was the referee.
He had a good he had a great game.
Yeah, he was
today.
Oh, was it Craig? It might not have been Craig Paulson then.
No,
it might. I think
Craig Paulson was the referee today. But like, referees can go from one week having a great game. Like this Craig Paulson had a great game. Didn't go to VAR much, but because it was never needed. When it did, it was a quick talk. No, don't give it.
It was the whole situation where the referee, I can't remember who it was, but went up to the monitor, had about 5-second look, and then just went penalty. He didn't even take a second glance. You know, we've seen it in the past with referees. Sometimes they'll look, they'll walk, and then they'll actually go back to the monitor again, just to have one more look to make sure. It was just a situation where he literally just looked and went penalty. How fucking stupid do you have to be to not take a second glance? in my opinion.
It was I come in your room and I went to KD's and we immediately went, that's clearly a penalty. Show the other angle, not a penalty. What's Trent supposed to do?
He doesn't even take a look at the other angle in that situation. He takes one glance at the angle.
And that was the angle that he saw personally, really.
Yeah, and we've seen it before, but like when they do look at the monitor, they can look at different angles. So it's not a case of this is one fixed angle and that's it. But Chris's part, I think VAR is not going anywhere in the Premier League. It shouldn't be, and it shouldn't. But the referee standards need to improve. They do. They do,
but I think there's some referees in the league who are good, like make the right decisions without VAR, and there's some referees who are incapable of making a decision with VAR. That's the one that I'm like, what? The computer has told you it's wrong. They're going, but is computer right? I think computer's right.
It's one of them. I think sometimes there's a few referees out there that like to kind of get the name in
we know who we're talking about. Mike Dean.
Mike Dean being one of
given
them.
Another red card this week.
Did
which
he?
Was semi-dry.
But that one was fair.
Yeah, that one was fair.
Yeah, like I can put my hands up on that and say good decision in the end. I think a lot of it was to do with the wind and the direction of the ball, but in that situation, it is a clear and obvious.
You can avoid it.
Situation where had they've not got a hand on it, Burnley would have probably been through and scored. But it's just one of them where I look and I think, like Mike Dean tends to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
So many more red cards than other referees. It's criminal.
It is. But I think there's a basic level of respect in English football which isn't here. You look in all the other foreign leagues, they treat the referees with respect. I know this obviously because I watch more of it, but Bundesliga and A-League. In the A-League, in one of the other games, I think it was Kilkenny ran up to the referee, and the referee just looked at him with the most disgusting look, stepped back, and then he went, talk. And Kilkenny didn't approach him and went, sorry man. Step back, and they had a chat about, because he was the captain. It's a basic respect level game. You treat the referee with respect, you get an answer. It's not the answer you're going to be wanting, but the referees also need to treat him. It's just, we know there's a big problem, but the game has kicked off here in Paris. What does Milos mean as well? Do you know on the big banner there, it's a Milos, and then it was like the samurai person.
Might just be one of the sponsors that they've got. Most likely, I would have said. You'll have to show it me in a second when you.
It's when they did the big wide shot of the players coming out. It was like a banner, do you know, like a Tifa.
It might be like a sponsor or something that they're doing.
Or a club thing.
In Ligue, but that's as quick as 15 minutes. I think that's how we've gone. Carl's put, rugby has the best set of refs and TMOs who know what they're doing, and you can hear all the conversations between them.
I've been in stadiums, so when I used to go watch Sale, I've been in stadiums where you don't hear the referees because it's a lot harder to, if it's not on TV, you can't. But you can see them talking to TMO. You can see what they're looking at on the screen. It comes up with no try or whatever. It's just technology stuff they can add that makes it clearer.
It's not even technology. It's just the standard.
100%.
Of refereeing. It's so bad.
Poor, innit?
If you're an up and coming referee, you must surely be embarrassed by the state of some of the referees that officiate Premier League games each week.
Exactly.
I mean, I saw a situation. It was in League One a few days ago where Alan Judge had gone up to one of the referees into his face, and the referee did it back, and then was took off the next week's game. I'm going to stop for a second because Monaco coming forward here.
Ooh.
Crunching tackle in the end, but a great one. Both players down. I'd assume players going to be continued.
They'll continue here with Mbappe.
See what Mbappe can do here as he comes forward.
I'm about to say current talk point, but it's still PSG. Mbappe down the middle, poor touch.
Good work from Disassi there.
I'm guessing the players are back up. No, kick out of players. I think both of them are still down. Was it Kimpembe and... Who was it? It was Kimpembe and...
Afalu, who's down.
What's happened there? Because Kimpembe...
It's
not a nice one.
That's one of those where it's...
Just
in the wrong spot, do you know what I mean?
There, it's just a cross. It's a cutter.
Oh, it's unlucky. It's
not even in his thing. It's just on his ribs.
It's not a nice area in it
Nah.
to be winded. Luckily, Kimpembe's all right, but
and that's where Kimpembe hit him caught him with his foot. But yeah, Alan Judge.
Yeah, it was the whole situation where the referee had gone up to Alan Judge's face and then was taken off the next weekend's matches.
Which, I understand.
I don't.
I understand that the referee can't do that. But also the player can't. The player no. If you're gonna do it to the referee,
yeah, it's not fair that the player can do it, but the referee can't.
Exactly.
I mean, it's probably the same situation as saying if someone punched you, would you punch them back?
Yes.
You know what I mean? But at the same time,
you shouldn't rise to their level.
The referee these days should not be in a situation where players can swarm him or go up to his face.
I hate swarming.
It's not fair.
It's one of my football. Do you know if we did like a room 101 of football pet peeves? It'd be diving, swarming the referee, then I'd have a stupid one.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's fair, and I'm glad the referee showed a bit of bollocks in that situation. Well, I think yes, it did cost him a week of officiating, but
I think in the lower leagues they're more down to earth.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like in Premier League they've got not God complex, but they definitely think they're higher up than other referees. So I just hate surrounding a referee. I just think it's gaining an advantage in a game of peer pressure.
It's wrong.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
And I know there's a respect of supporting your teammates if there's a bad challenge, which I completely 100% agree with. But don't go scrap with the other team. I don't care about that. Don't surround the referee saying you need to do something, give it. It's like, let him make his own decision.
It's his own decision at the end of the day. Benal's in the chat there. He says, busy day for you boys. I just woke up a second time. Ross County scored on Celtic. Where's Rangers fans for life? It'll be here soon. But you're good.
He has to switch from his cell.
What a tackle!
No,
now that's a cruncher.
That is a cruncher.
That's not in a good way.
Tackle. I think
not in a good way.
Is that second yellow for Kimpembe?
I think that's going to be
his first one.
A first yellow card.
He goes absolute flying.
Cruncher. Like it's one of those tackles where it isn't a good one.
Look at that! Hey!
But it's an absolute. That is a tackle where 10, 15 years ago you'd have probably been alright with that.
The crowd, everyone would have stood up, clapping him. Even the opposition's fancy. He's gone right in for them there, lad.
I mean, the thing is, Afalu literally had just been in a situation with Kimpembe, and he's in it again, but free kick here. Put this in the back of the net, and, you know...
Game over.
If we can have I wouldn't say game
PSG.
over. I wouldn't say game over, but 40 minutes on the clock with a 2-0 lead puts Monaco in a much better position. Big chance.
Camille Glick got sent off for Benevento, by the way. And so they clearly went more attacking.
Aguilar whips this in towards the near post.
It's one.
It's going to come towards the path of Diop, who might be looking for a second of the game. Long ball from Caio Henrique.
Could be a good ball, that.
Going to come down
it's
into
a great
the
ball,
path of Aguilar. See if he whips this in maybe into the head of Ben Yedder. It's lofted in. Ben Yedder.
Ooh, Navas dives.
Not going to be cleared away convincingly. And Kevin Volland!
Oh, what a finish!
That's brilliant!
It's not even Kevin Volland.
Marapan of all people.
Who's just chilling there. He's just chilling there. That is a great finish.
Brilliant finish from the Chilean centre-back. I thought it was Volland at first.
So did I.
Well, that's the type of finish you'd expect from a striker.
I mean, it comes from that great ball in we saw. Someone wins the header, finds it to the back post, and that comes from Keylor Navas. It was a block shot in the midfield, but I think Paredes in the box. Navas dives to the left, then it finds Marapan just chilling there for no reason. Marchin then on sort of the fall just swings it in here. It's a great shot. It's blocked by Kimpembe. It's not cleared by Herrera.
That is a brilliant finish for a centre back.
Look at it's the placement. Look at that.
He curls it. He doesn't even get a great deal of power on it. It said, look, takes the touch.
That is a great finish.
And that is a brilliant finish from Guillermo Marapan, who puts Monaco 2-0 up. And literally, as I just about said a moment ago, Monaco can go 2-0 up, 40 minutes left on the clock. It's going to make it quite interesting.
That's 90 quid go.
But 2-0.
But 2-0, we're getting a great game.
We are.
90 quid, great game.
Now it means PSG have to come out.
They really have to change something, or Pochettino has to. By the way, what I was saying was, there was a red card in the Benevento game, and then they clearly went for it because they took Vertut off and brought in Edin Dzeko.
Yeah, they're going for it now. They're going for it indeed, but PSG are going to have to go for it in this game. 2-0 to Monaco now. We expected this to be a good game. I mean, possession-wise, 71% to PSG, 29% to Monaco. I wouldn't call this shithouse performance because they've played all right. They've just been clinical when PSG haven't.
Yeah.
They're going to make two changes here. Verratti and Rafinha coming on. In midfield, I assume.
He's got the Olympic ring. Oh, he won, didn't he? I've got Brazil won.
Yeah.
Wait, was he one of the young players?
He was one of the young players at the Olympics, yeah.
Mental, innit? It's when you look at, I think, Germany's team from the 2016 or the 2012, the level of talent there. Friends, I think me and Simon looked for one of our... we're having a chat. We'd have a right Olympics team if we called up now, because we'd have Sancho. Same with America, though. America would have one as well.
Yeah.
I wish we were in the Olympics, but we're not.
We're not, sadly.
We didn't qualify.
No, which is quite depressing.
Embarrassing.
But what a game this could turn out to be. 2-0. PSG going to have to go for it now. And the problem is, I'm saying go for it, but as I said, they've had 71% possession in the game. As I said, I wouldn't call it shithouse. I would say Monaco have just been clinical in the right situations. And then Rangers for Life is in the building. He's just beating Ross County in for everyone. Celtic favourite game is stuck in the mud.
You asking, you shall receive is what it is.
How are we doing, Rangers for Life? Hope you're all good. You'll be loving that. How long's left in that game? Do you know? You'll have to tell us in the chat how long's left in that match. But I'll tell you what I'm going to put the headphone in,
fine.
and then can roughly which players
might
be coming on and things like that. But
I won't put it in yet.
I think this game has got a long way to go. I really do. For me, this is going to turn out to be another one of those games where it's going to end 2-2, 3-2 as PSG come forward here.
By the way, United game did finish full time.
3-1.
Yeah.
Big result that for Man U.
Great result, especially with Leicester winning, Villa obviously losing, but Leicester winning, West Ham winning as
West
well.
Ham winning.
Yeah.
Which is, he's mad with saying West Ham are candidates, but I love it. I love it.
It's the Czech power.
I want to see West Ham in the Champions League.
Did you see when when Soufal went down? Soufal and someone had a massive collision, and Soufal went down holding his ribs. You see Souček sprint into frame and immediately grab Soufal on the floor. I nearly cried. It was such an emotion. Idris Gay is going to come off for Rafinha. I nearly cried though. He went over and Craig Dawson just laughed and just went, "It's okay."
An emotional moment.
He just ran over, was like, "Are you okay?" And Craig Dawson. It was such an emotional moment.
Honestly, love them. They are really nice players, aren't they? Like there's something about the Czechs in the West Ham team though. They just stick together.
They're loved. I think they're genuinely loved by the fans as well, just because they have clearly made such a positive impact.
And they've got a massive passion for the club as well since they've joined. Fair play to them. Bernardo's just put 10 minutes of regular time left in that match. How many games are left for Rangers to win the league? Is it 3 now or is it 2?
It's really close, isn't it?
Because I know very soon they play Celtic. I think it's in 3 or 4 weeks. Nothing would have been better if Celtic Rangers was the game where Rangers were to win the title.
Shithouse.
Or they have to give them a guard of honour, Celtic. Depending on how long it is before.
They'd never do that.
Well, they have to.
Oh, they do.
They would. If they win the league, I think Celtic would have to give them a guard of honour. So there'll be a lot of Rangers fans quite happy about that.
Innit? That is so shithouse.
I mean, Carl's put Rangers for Life waiting for the right moment to come in. Then Celtic concede. Bang. Honestly. He knows the right time to come in, doesn't he?
Jesus. That'd be perfect. If you're Rangers fans, years of anguish, you get a guard of honour at Celtic. Imagine Scott Brown just giving you evils as you're walking through, winning the trophy.
Would be brilliant. Perfect time for a goal in this game, though. Be nice. Verratti and Rafinha on, bringing a bit more of an attacking intent to this game.
Good switch of play.
Really
great ball in, great. Tell you what, the Monaco defenders have had a right game today so far.
They've played brilliant.
They've just stopped any cross that come. Maybe on the floor, not as the best in covering, but in terms of in the air, there's been no opportunities for PSG.
It's 50-50
Wow,
now.
great challenge.
Referee's called it back.
Oh, I thought he got the ball there.
Yellow card as well. I thought he got the ball in that situation. Paredes going into the book. Rangers for Life has put the 10 points away from the league. The last game of the normal part of the Scottish season is the Old Firm derby. But I'm pretty sure they play each other again when it goes into the, when the league splits up and it's the top 6 playing each other against the bottom. I think they play them twice. So we should get a few more Old Firms.
And they should win
But that will be massive. So they need 3 more wins technically. So let me just let me search this up.
Look at this.
And let's find out who Rangers got left to play.
Just re-showing the Marapan goal. It's Hande Herrera just doesn't get rid of it, and Marapan just turns on the swivel.
So
It's
They need 3 wins. 1, 2, 3. So I'm pretty sure.
No, because they're on 10 points wins it from. So that's the final game.
Surely
to make it a 1 point.
Surely be done and dusted by that point.
The dream is imagine.
You can't. You could not see Rangers dropping.
Imagine Rangers win 2, Celtic beat them there, and then they beat them when the league splits off.
What, Celtic beating them?
Yeah.
Don't say that. Rangers for Life is in this chat.
Well, no, because we know Rangers for Life's other account is the Celtic for Life. So Celtic for Life will come in saying, yeah, but who's won so many titles?
Oh, God. I mean, I like to see Rangers go unbeaten. Also,
I really
which they're on for it. 26 wins, 4 draws.
Gerrard Mastership.
73 goals scored, 9 conceded is bonkers.
Jesus Christ!
And then you see, obviously, the Rangers have... Celtic conceded 23 goals and only scored 62.
9? I didn't even realise 9 conceded.
Yeah, which is mad. One of them was yesterday, which is bonkers.
That is incredible.
Fair play. Fair play to him. Chris put... I see Celtic... Well, that's the thing as well, isn't it? If Celtic drop points in between the next 3 weeks, then it will go down to the Old Firm derby.
Yeah,
because they could. So that game, Rangers Celtic, might be a massive one. I mean, we'll be covering it because
100%.
I love Old Firm derbies. Absolutely love them. For me, he's one of the best derbies in world football.
2 seconds.
Yeah, that's all good.
By the way, Villarreal have got an Atletico Bilbao have equalised.
Who scored it?
Berenguer.
Alex Berenguer. But for me, as I said, the Old Firm derby is one of the greatest derbies in the world, but it's a chance of PSG. Ball up towards Moise Kean. Oh, Lecomte nearly spilt the ball out in the end. But that was a big chance for Paris Saint-Germain to get a goal back in this game. And for me, Moise Kean's got to be doing better in that situation. He's in the middle of the box. Got to put it to one of the sides, left or right, and test Lecomte. But it's too easy for the French goalkeeper who can just get the ball straight into his hands. But as I said, for me, Rangers Celtic is, for me, the best derby in world football. Just because of the passion. Every game tends to be good, regardless of whether there's goals or not. It's so fun to watch. I mean, Benaldo's put you guys have to cover it. We will be covering it, 100%. I will always cover Rangers Celtic games just because of how good they are. But
why did you move the chair? Why did you let the chair just go into you?
Oh, nice. It's all good. Because you've got to sit down anyway afterwards. But for me, as I said, that will be the biggest Old Firm derby, I think, for if you're a Rangers fan, for decades.
What, winning the league against Celtic?
Surely there's... I mean, I was trying to think of a bigger Old Firm derby. I mean, there'll have probably been some point in history where Celtic have won it against Rangers.
But that's going to be a while ago.
I think the 90s. I'm pretty sure when I watched it before, the 90s had done it. But, I mean, Chris has put Rangers for Life. Do you prefer to clinch title at Celtic or have a guard of honour? And then Chris put Rangers to Celtic is real, no soft approach, no nonsense tackles flying. And I think it'll be another level. Absolutely another level game. The
passion that's shown by every single player. I mean, one of the stats in the mental, what's it called? Alfredo Morelos stat. He gets a card nearly every single Old Firm derby or something.
Yeah.
It just shows how the derby affects everyone. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to have grown up in England, Scotland. You don't have to have followed the thing. When you step out in front of the fans on an Old Firm, a full crowd day, you know what it means. That's a great ball.
Oh, has he missed it?
That should have
been free, and it was Kevin Volland.
Oh, that should have been in.
He has to bury it, the German, and he hasn't. And that might come back to haunt him depending on what happens in the next half an hour.
I should have put that in free. It's so open. It's a great work by Kyle
Enrique. Any connection on the ball in that situation, it's free now.
Enrique does really well. So much space on left, just finds the loose ball. It's a great ball in, and now it's PSG coming.
And now it really can come back to bite them. Although good defending in the end by the goal scorer. Maripan is just going to hoof the ball. In fact, he's going to make a run of his own here.
Why not?
Good ball in the end to Kevin Volland. But I'll just put the week before the Old Firm derby, March 14th, River Plate and Boca play each other, which is another massive derby. But yeah, the Rangers Celtic one will be, depending on what happens, you know, if Celtic drop points and stuff, regardless, it's going to be a behemoth match. It's going to be, regardless of whether the game ends 0-0 or 3-3, it will be feisty.
Yeah.
As I said, for me, my favourite derbies are Rangers Celtic. Any Turkish derby is always nutty. Besiktas Fenerbahce, Galatasaray. There's always red cards and just nutty situations going on. I love those types.
When it's a passionate side,
and
the
fans
games mean everything. Exactly.
And I think in that situation, I wouldn't be surprised if, depending on what happens in that game between Rangers and Celtic, there are fans gathered outside the stadium.
Very similar to when Leeds got promoted and Liverpool won it.
Yeah.
The police are not going to stop it. They can't.
I mean, the Milan derby today, I think it said there was 3,000 Inter and AC fans outside the stadium, and the police obviously had to come and disperse them before kick-off. But, I mean, if Rangers win the league, no offence, who gives a fuck about they won't care about the rules.
No.
They'll want to celebrate the title.
So many years of heartbreak, and everyone knows what happened, everything that went on with the Rangers. That don't really matter if.
I mean, Gerrard will put his name down in Rangers folk.
He will, won't he? Bloody Stevie G.
Fair play to him. He's one of those. He's one of the younger managers in his career
who's got a job.
Who looks like he might be on for big things.
Well, he didn't go straight into it, did he? He didn't go straight into the deep end. Arteta, Lampard. Rooney, I want to say Rooney at Derby, but you know what I mean. Like he didn't do what Arteta and Lampard did. They didn't go to the clubs that adored him.
I mean, Lampard did start at Derby.
Oh yeah, true, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, so I mean, to a certain extent,
someone's down injured there.
Who's gone down? Is that?
It's a PSG player.
I wonder. Trying to have a look at it. It looked like can't be Mbappe who's gone down, surely.
Don't think so.
Rafinha. I was about to say it looked like Rafinha Kazawa, but yeah, it's Rafinha's gone down.
Yeah, he were only chipped. Oh, there we go. He's running.
Bit of a hobble.
He's running into paint. Wait, has his head come off? So he's just gone like that. Unless he's just gearing everyone up.
Might be. 25 minutes left though. PSG not actually looking like they're going to get back into this.
Really
with
not.
The way it's been so far.
That's why I ran out. I cashed out for £2 for £1.46 profit.
Now. Imagine now if they win 3-2.
Benevento.
Then again, Benevento Roma's still
0-0.
Still 0-0.
In fact, you told me Benevento could win that one.
Yeah, they're doing all right now. I think they haven't won in the last 5, but they're quite a strong team.
Yeah.
I think they're sat mid-table towards the top 10 for a team that got promoted. So they're doing really good, but. Rangers for life, but couldn't care less, Chris. Both will be so sweet to see. I mean, you're going to have a lot of Guard of Honours coming your way with how quick they've won it. We're sat here in February saying Rangers are going to win the title. Sure, that's one of the quickest runs there's ever been to win the league.
When City won it 2 years ago, where they won it like by March, no, not much, April maybe, and it was I think their final 5 fixtures were all Guard of Honours.
That's going to be
what simulator? I guess he said.
I mean,
can do.
I think the referee's just suggested it's a dive, so whether that's going to come back to VAR or not, of course, ball's going to have to go out of play. But I thought, when I looked at that at first, I thought that was a penalty.
So did I. Is the referee going to blow his whistle? No, he's not.
No, I think he'll check it when he goes out of play. I probably don't think it's a penalty.
No.
From the way he's reacted, but...
He immediately went down and said no.
Yeah. I thought that was a pen.
So did I. It seems to go down so easy in the box.
And I don't really know why anyone would want to dive when you're 2-0 up anyway.
I suppose it gets you that 3-goal cushion.
True. As PSG come forward here, this will make it interesting. If they go to the other end and score, it's going to be Mbappe.
No one there.
Once again, poor ball in the final third, but it's going to be a good chance here.
That's a brilliant
tackle.
And win a goal kick as well.
Now that is a world-class tackle from Marapan. Who's had brilliant game.
I was saying man of the match.
That.
That's a great. Such a smart challenge. He doesn't go in with the legs. You look where he comes across. He actually doesn't go into Mbappe. He just tries to cover the block because Mbappe's coming inside.
Put the pressure on the shot.
Mbappe's trying to bring it inside on himself.
So this was the shout.
No, he does try to move out of the way. In fairness, I don't know who it was he was collided into. He does try to move out of the way.
I think there's not much you can do in that situation to move
after
out,
rewatching it. Yeah, he does try to move it. Well, you look at the possession stats.
They've just not done enough with it.
72% to 28. That is mental.
He's been perfect counter-attacking football from Monaco. They've not done enough with the ball, PSG. As I said, when he gets to the final third, they've lacked confidence. and specifically, bizarrely, Mbappe has been poor.
Which is
Off
mental.
the back of a hat-trick against Barca, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's mental. You would have thought that they would have come out firing. You know, you could have an amazing, like, beat not many teams, maybe recently, but beat Barca like that.
No, I'd say it's not often. It has become the regular, but in the Champions League, it's to win 4-1 in the first leg. It's rare to see. It's
unprecedented, and you would have thought they would have come out, use all that momentum. Instead, have looked second fiddle to Monaco. And do you think they win the league this year?
Unless Lille drop off and Lyon drop off, no.
Monaco, I think, will be 2 points behind them.
I don't think Monaco for a shout to win the league.
Do you think they'll finish above them? Imagine if PSG don't get Champions League.
I don't think Monaco will finish above them. I think PSG will finish first or second.
Really?
But it all depends on what happens with Lille, because I think Lille are looking the best side in France right now. But right now, as they always say, each team are taking it a game at a time, and Lille won't be looking and thinking we're going to get the league in the bag. 100%. Even after a result like this, they'll be looking and thinking, let's just keep grinding on. But that Lille side right now is unbelievable.
Playing out the skin.
Yazici, David's on form now.
It's nice to see him as well getting form.
Yeah.
Jonathan David.
Jose Fonte at the back has been brilliant for him.
Who would have thought?
Exactly, who would have thought that? Got Benjamin Andre and a few players like that. They're a quality
Proves
side
that you don't
to
need
watch.
the best players to win the league. You just need players who can play well.
There might be a VAR check, by the way.
Penalty or handball? What?
Someone's getting checked here.
I
don't actually know what they're checking. Even the commentator just said he doesn't know what they're checking here. But
it's Ram. That's all.
There
you go.
I think they're just seeing whether there's a bit of contact for it to be a free kick or a penalty. By the way, Celtic have lost, so Rangers are now 7 points away from the title.
No, now it does take it because it's 7 points.
Yeah,
2
games. Would mean Rangers Celtic would be
if the Rangers win them,
without Celtic dropping any more points.
Yeah,
brilliant.
The dream for Rangers now is Celtic win all the games, Rangers win all the games.
If you're a Rangers fan, you don't want Celtic to win.
No,
the
you want the guard of honour at Celtic, don't you?
You just want to win the league.
Oh, 100%. But
you don't want Rangers.
You still get the guard of honour, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Ben Yedder's going to come off. Jovetic
is it
going to come on?
He's captain, isn't he?
Not really done much today, Ben Yedder, but I guess in a game like this, he's not had to do anything.
You're 2-0 up, and it's none of the strikers have actually scored.
No, it's the centre back and the right mid.
Yeah,
fair play.
I think what they are playing is it was Ben Yedder up front, and then Volland and Diop as 2 sort of centre forward / cams.
I would have said.
Do you know when you were doing the intro, they had that as formation?
Yeah, I mean,
I know obviously always changes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said it play like that in game. Diop has been on the right for pretty much the majority of it, and Ben Yedder and Volland have been the 2 up top, but he's not had a great deal to do today to Ben Yedder. I think they would have expected a little bit more, but it doesn't matter when you're winning 2-0.
Exactly.
Who cares whether you score or not? If you're winning 2-0 in a game like this, it's massive.
Sometimes playing, not the quality of a quantity, but sometimes just getting a win doesn't mean you have to play nice football.
Yeah, exactly.
Manchester City, they dominated Arsenal 1-0.
Professional performance.
Yeah.
PSG looking to come forward though, killing Mbappe and try and lob a ball into the box.
It's dangerous.
Another deflection comes off Maripan out for a corner.
Had a good game, Maripan.
Yeah, he's probably man of the match performance so far.
Goal and just defending out of his skin.
The tackle on Mbappe was brilliant.
Who got the assist to the first?
I think it was Tuchameni who got the assist.
It was just a simple chip through to Diop, wasn't it?
Yeah. Going to be a corner though, lobbed in. Doesn't get to anyone in the end, but it'll come back for PSG. You lob it back in again, and Maripan there yet again to clear it away. Been a brilliant performance from him.
I think I
getting in form at this, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't realise after watching, Dortmund Schalke pull down in the box.
That's going to be a free kick.
Yeah. I can't believe Schalke was second in the league in 2018.
You've only got to remember they were quarter-finalists a few years ago in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Real decline for them.
Meant just such fall from grace. Going to be a bunch of subs for PSG. Bunch too. Draxler and
Danilo Pereira coming on.
So I presume that'd be,
Mario
Icardi.
Icardi coming off, so that'd be Draxler playing probably as a false 9. Or might even be Mbappe moving to the striker position.
Yeah, by
or
himself.
Keane. And then Danilo Pereira, I'd assume, is coming on for...
Paredes?
Yeah, Paredes, because on the other card.
Yeah. Save him. Is it 5 subs over here? Yeah, I would make it.
Would have been, because that's...
2 on the first, 2 on the second. So.
Yeah.
1 more left for PSG and 3 left for Monaco, I think.
Range for Lifer says, if Celtic don't drop any more points, we could clinch the title at the toilet seat. Oh my god, I can't wait to see Brown face, whether we clinch title there or it's Guard of Honour. Honestly, there'll be a lot of Celtic fans who'll just be wishing that this season's done and dusted.
The mental thing is, if Celtic win all games, Rangers win all your games, you can win it there, even on a draw.
Yeah.
You could do it, which obviously is not the way you want to win it.
But then there's still the... I think
what is the whole thing of splitting the league? I've seen other leagues do it. I don't understand it.
I guess in certain situations, I'd assume like for the bottom 6, it's the whole concept of relegation. But
True.
If you're, let's say, title and stuff, and it's a tight league, then yeah, fine, play it like
100%.
that. But
does it allow more games to be played due to points or something?
I don't know, because surely realistically you'd play the same amount of games if you just played the league as normal and didn't split between the two. But I'm guessing it's for more competitiveness because you're not playing any of the bottom teams.
Which is true. It really solidifies who wins the league. Is like, well, they won the league because they split the league as well and they still won it.
Yeah, they beat the likes of Aberdeen and other teams like that.
They were not a bad side, Aberdeen, just...
No, I think, is it Hamilton as well?
Hamilton
who all right.
Just, yeah.
It's just that Rangers and Celtic are the two teams that are a class above.
Yeah.
Regardless of whoever's winning it.
Farmers League. I'm obviously joking.
Rangers for life are not like that one.
It won't. It's not a Farmers League. It's very similar to a lot of the leagues run by certain teams. Which is a shame. Which is a big shame.
But then with the way it's looking this year, it's looking different, isn't it? For a lot of the leagues that are classed as farmers ones, the Ligue right now, it's not PSG top. Serie A, Inter Milan look like they're going to win it. La Liga, Atletico Madrid, I think, are still on top right now. That they're kind of dropping off a little bit. So I think
there's only one league that's it's not farmers, but the Bundesliga is Bayern.
Premier League, obviously City looking a little bit more dominant now. But even then, Bayern Munich aren't running away with it because Leipzig are, I think, 3 or 4 points
with
behind.
City, I think there's a good. Is it 8 gap?
8 point
It's
gap,
not,
yeah.
It's only 3 losses against Leicester, West Ham, and United. It's doable. I don't see it happening, but it's doable.
I mean, the way that this City team is playing right now, it's going to take something special to stop them.
Yeah.
Or injuries. And a lot of them, at the very least.
Yeah.
Because, if you injure a player like Jesus, for example, it's all right. Aguero can just come on and make a difference. They're quite lucky with the depth, aren't they?
It's the defence you probably want to get an injury in.
Even then, you're bringing in Eric Laporte.
Oh, yeah, I forgot left back, it's Mendy.
Lovely ball,
good block.
Hit that really well, didn't he, there?
Hit it really well. Just with power.
Oh, it's Keane. Deflection.
Oh.
Just feels like every chance they come forward, just doesn't feel like they're nine.
No. Any opportunity, the defenders are just there, standing tall.
I mean, that's what I've just said before. It's been block after block after block.
Bit lucky, but...
You need luck on your side sometimes. And so far for Monaco, it's played out very, very well indeed. Chris has just put Old Firm game will now be a must-watch. Old Firm's always a must-watch. Well, as I said, we'll be covering it 100% because I love covering Old Firms. As Draxler whips in the corner, not convincingly cleared away by Lecomte.
I've read it.
There'll be a chance for Danilo Pereira, who, well, less said about that, the better for him.
His shiny bald head. Don't know where to edit.
Wasn't nowhere near the goal, was it? But that was a great chance for Keane.
Hands were in.
Really good connection on the volley, but just as we said before, every player's in the right position somehow.
But it's like they're the better side for me. Regardless of possession stats, they've been the better team.
Yeah, it's not been a thriller by any standard.
But I'd say it's not a shock, but definitely a...
It's been a decent game to watch just because PSG have been pushing forward and have had a fair few chances. But, there's still enough time for them to come back in a game like this, get a goal within the next, I'd say, 5 minutes. And, 10 minutes is still enough time for them to be able to go on and score. This is PSG we're talking about. They've got Mbappe up top who can just turn it on.
as Poch brought the curse with him, didn't win anything much at Tottenham, did he?
He's already won a French Super Cup though. You can count that now to his list.
Cup. It's like well, I do, because they're right. Like it's like the Super Cup in Germany, the Community Shield. It's technically he wins, but
I'm going to say I was about to say a lot of like English fans don't care about them, but I think a lot of clubs in Europe take them very, very seriously.
Well, I don't know why, but they feel like bigger games.
Yeah,
like Bayern Dortmund felt like a big game.
They should be big games. The Super Cups, there's a trophy on the line for a reason. And it's like I always feel like with the Community Shield, the way they've even scheduled it, so it's at the start of the season, just shows they couldn't give a fuck about it, to be honest.
The thing is, I'd like it for the first game of the season.
They always put it in the middle of the season, and it's like, boom, now it's time to play for a trophy.
Well, that's because teams are rolling. They've got a feel for the teammates, the game.
Strength hands of Lecomte, that.
Exactly. 12 minutes left, and PSG don't like the getting in it. Really don't.
No, not been a good game for him at all. Kaz put, is Moyes keen on loan at PSG? He is. Chris put, don't forget, as I said before, Schalke were Champions League semi-finalists in 2011. I'm sure they were knocked out by that team based in Salford. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then Adams put in the chat, Haaland over Mbappe. I think you'll agree with that one.
Yeah, I'm going to prefer Haaland, but I can't deny that Mbappe isn't a generational talent. He is. I just prefer Erling, because he wears black and yellow.
I mean, the goal he scored against Schalke was
such a strange
very Zlatan-esque.
Yeah, because when the cross came on, nothing much, and then you just see Haaland just gearing up, and I'm like, what's he doing here? Bang! It's not even, doesn't get much power on it, not much conviction, but just the angle he gets on it, the thing. Goal scorer Sofiane Diop coming off. Good goal for him.
Massive round of applause. Fair play to him. Played a really good game today. As I said, a large spell of the kind of first 45 minutes they were just pushing towards that right hand side, and he's played a very good game, and as you said, got a goal to his name, good performance. Bring on someone like Golovin, who did really well at the World Cup, didn't he?
Golovin, but
hasn't really kicked on.
The only thing about the World Cup, it looks like a duck.
Well, Golovin.
Yeah, do you know the ducks that have got like the black? It's like the black hair, and then it's the blonde sort of mane down the middle, like there. I couldn't get it out of my head how much he looked like a duck.
I usually see a bit more of him to be able to agree or not.
Well, we'll see it here when he bangs a goal.
Hit it. Never gonna hit it.
Hit it. He's facing wrong way.
Hey,
and it's Danilo Pereira.
You never know. With
Go
players.
on, Golovin.
Just because they're a CDM or centre back doesn't mean they can score screamers. We've seen it in the past. Vincent Kompany.
Yeah.
If he can hit one from like 35, 40 yards out, then anyone can.
Is Kompany a player manager, or is he just a manager?
Just a manager now. He was player manager, and then I think he retired and just became a manager, which is fair.
Rooney's a player manager, right?
No, manager.
Oh,
now.
he's not manager now.
Was player manager, and then he retired as well because.
Oh yeah, he got the card.
He got the job full time, didn't he? I've wiped the 2011 Champions League final from my mind. I think there's a lot of fans who've wiped that final from their mind. I'm not going to lie. And then Chris, I prefer Haaland over Mbappe personally.
Yeah, I just like Haaland. I'm about to say, well, Neymar's Mbappe's doing it with Neymar, but I think Haaland's doing it with he's doing it with more players. Haaland, whereas Mbappe's just doing it with one stellar player, if that makes sense. Haaland's doing it with Guerrero, Sancho, feeding him, whereas Mbappe's doing it with Neymar.
But the thing is, it's not about the quality of who they're with. It's about themselves. You know, I understand, because there are some players which will play better with better players around him. Moise Keane right now playing fantastically well.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in this game, but
overall
in the season, he's played better with quality players around him. But it's also down to the individual skill of those players to bring out the very best in themselves. And, you know, Haaland, his record, I think somebody put up his record in the Champions League is something like 17 games, 19 goals in the Champions League.
Positive.
The way he's going with that record, if he can continue that on, you know, he could be up there in the future as one of the top scorers in the Champions League of all time. But
I mean, it was a thing of Mbappe got a hat-trick, so Haaland just decided we're going to get two, just for fun. I'm just worried it comes to the Ronaldo-Messi thing, of who's the better one.
But then, you know,
there always will be that.
Yeah, there's always going to be debate about which players are good and which players better than others. But you just appreciate what you've got.
Yeah.
In that type of situation, you just appreciate what you've got. I've just read the comment. Can you hold up a chicken tikka pot noodle to prove you're not an AI? Surely Dylan reading the message out would be good enough to prove I am not an AI.
That's what an AI would say.
I mean, that's what an AI would say. Yeah,
that's what an AI would say.
And then Carl asks, will Mbappe stay at PSG for years to come, or may he leave for a new challenge? I think he'll be at Real Madrid one day.
I think Barca. No, he's more of a Real fan, isn't he?
Yeah,
Real Madrid.
I would have said Real Madrid. I think Barca are too fucking stupid to.
I think Barca are in the mud.
Barcelona will find. They really wanted Lautaro, didn't they, Barca?
Really wanted him.
They really wanted Lautaro as like their next big thing, and Depay as well. The Depay being another one of them that they wanted, but.
Did you see the Dortmund fan account?
It's it.
That's why.
Did
you see the Dortmund account who tweeted the predictions and got them bang on the for the Champions League game?
Yeah, I saw it. The guy who put the Dahoud stuff in that.
It was great though because Dortmund replied to him and went, "Now that I have your attention, sign Depay." That's that. Fair play, shooting your shot.
Worth a shot. Dylan's put he's not convinced. If I had a chicken tikka pot
I've
noodle,
got a chicken one.
You got a chicken one. I mean,
that'd
do, but it's a very specific pot noodle you want, Dylan. The chicken tikka pot noodle.
He doesn't
just want the chicken one. He wants the.
What if we didn't own a chicken tikka one, so we couldn't genuinely prove we weren't one?
I mean, Kyle's put the jig is up. Shut it all down. We've got to close it down. Turns out we've been AI for the last.
Thank you
year.
Guys. We really appreciate it.
We've been caught out. Turn the webcam off.
It's all over.
We'll
just get rid of all this. It's all done. I've actually moved it as well.
We're nearly at the end anyway.
There you go.
5 minutes left for PSG to. I mean, now this is a situation where if PSG were to come back in this game, it'd be the most unbelievable comeback ever. But I can't see it happening unless this goes into the back of the net.
But look who's there.
Marapan. Man of the match performance by a country mile.
Do you ever tell a story about how I ate a full bar of marzipan? Do you know, like, you put it on marzipan, do you know, like, marzipan you put over Christmas cake?
Yes. It's a very random story.
I mean, it explains the size of me. I just wanted to eat a full bar of it. It was awfully sick. I was puking white.
What made you think I'm just going to eat it all?
Everyone loves the icing. Cross comes in, cleared away by Marapan. Outside the box, blocked. Again.
It's 8.
No.
And that's why Kimpembe doesn't shoot either. He's calling for a handball, I think.
I don't know what's being checked here.
I think they're calling for a handball. But he's not being checked.
I love that the referee just waved him on. Yeah.
Benaldo, when's that UCL random simulator happening? I'm going to tweet out very soon about it, Benaldo. It's just because we've had a lot of stuff going on right now.
Champions League has a bit of a break.
No, I want to do it fairly soon.
Also, it's in time with Champions League.
Yeah. As I said, the only reason why we haven't done it right now is because it's been so busy. We've not just sports corner stuff, but as I said, getting interviews sorted out for the podcast for the darts one. Some uni work as well. It's been so hectic that we've just not had enough time.
Josh was putting a right shift for us, is what we're going to say.
Yes, so it will be soon. I'm going to tweet it out in the next day or two.
Let us know.
Big dubs. I'll tweet it out in the next day or two, and then we'll hopefully get that underway soon. When we've got a bit more downtime, we'll stream it on YouTube, of course, and be a good couple of hours streams.
It will.
And then Benaldo put, sometimes chocolates have marzipan or Irish cream and it's terrible. So probably Benaldo's wondering why.
Chocolate?
Yeah, chocolates.
No.
I mean, Benaldo's probably thinking, why would you eat a full bar of marzipan?
No, so marzipan, is it marzipan, the one that you roll out and do you know like when you have a cake for your birthday and it's got the icing over it?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
But it's like the marzipan one that you could... Basically, who doesn't love a bit... Everyone loves... Cross comes in, headers, not one. I've Dick, I know. It was actually no any... Great header by Golovin.
Good header there by Badia Shield.
And you know, like, whenever you get a cake, you eat the icing bit first, it's lovely. Well, I love that, so one day I went into the kitchen cupboard, checked the sell-by date, and it didn't have many days left, and I know the cake was never being cooked. So we were past Christmas, so I just ate the full bar. Puked white for an hour, because it was white marzipan. It's surprising when you intake that much of a mass of whatever it is, doesn't sit well in your stomach.
No, I would assume it probably wouldn't. Dylan said he's caught us out. You've caught us out, Dylan. It's taken so long for somebody to catch us, and you've got.
It's all a simulation, really.
You've got to drop.
Dig.
He says you've got to drop off and find a chicken tikka pot noodle.
I can't. The jig is up.
That's it. The channel's over. We're deleting it after this. We've only got 3 minutes left of this channel.
This is actually our goodbye.
And then Dylan's asked, any music recommendations?
What type of music do you like? Because I could easily say my type of music, and then you'll go, not my kind. What type of music do you like?
You'll have to tell us.
If it's a fan of 80s,
then I'm the go-to guy for that. But anything new,
if it's 90s boy bands,
I've got no idea. 2 minutes left.
Irish 90s boy bands, and I've got you covered. No, but let us know what type of music. This game's been wank anyway, so I might as well have some music. Not been wank.
I wouldn't say it's been wank. It has been a good game, but in terms of it's very similar to the City one. It's a very professional performance from Monaco. They did what they needed to.
They got the 2 goals,
and then they shut up shop,
which is fair enough. 2 goals, sat back. In fairness, 1 goal, sat back. Second goal came out of nowhere, really.
It's not a classic. It won't be a game that will be remembered for a long time. But if you're a Monaco fan, a game like this can be crucial to the season ahead.
100%.
You know, a big win against PSG. They will have come into this game and they will have thought, shit, they've just beat Barcelona 4-1. They're going to be coming in with a load of confidence. And to go out there and get a 2-0 win against PSG is a massive result for them. And then Chris has put, Rangers have already booked their place in the 21-22 Champions League qualifiers. They have 82 points from 30 games, which is 26-40. It's February. Be nice to see Rangers in the Champions League group stages. I'd love that.
It'd be great. It'd be really good to see.
It'd be bouncing, wouldn't it? Because
Balotelli coming on, by the way, sorry.
If we can have fans back in the stadium, imagine.
Give them a tough group as well. And that's not shit.
One of the first games back for fans would be a Champions League qualifier. The place would be bouncing regardless of who they played.
Plays Sturm Graz away.
I don't think they care who they
exactly.
play. Just the fact that there's a Champions League game going on at Rangers is
and they
something
can go watch it.
Exactly. And then Dylan's asked. He says African rock is his.
African rock. No, genuinely. What are they called? There's a South African band, really decent. Can't remember. But African rock. I can't say I'm well versed in African rock.
I can't say that myself. We've got 5 minutes of additional time, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Ball lobbed in. Comes towards Mbappe.
Good clearance.
Thrown away by, I think it was Buddy Shield.
That's a right clearance as well. Gets his laces through it.
And then Kyle's put, I've never heard anyone call a game wank until I started watching you guys. Well, it's probably a very British thing, isn't it?
Kyle's British, isn't he? He's Irish.
Irish. Do you think Irish people call stuff wank?
It's wank.
As much? I tend to think a lot of British slang. Like,
I'm going to do an offensive accent. I do already apologise. It's wank.
Just trying to
it's wank.
Offend
don't work.
Don't work. The Irish viewers.
I'm Irish. I'm allowed to. I'm not.
No,
I am.
No. No, not fully Irish.
Not fully Irish. I'm part Irish.
But I would assume a lot of Irish people probably don't say wank as much. And then Bernardo's put Percy Tau in the Lions of Judah.
Exactly. Great band.
Great band.
Great band.
Percy Tau, brilliant.
I forgot about Percy Tau. I forgot he's African. South African legend.
4 minutes left.
He started over Ali Reza the other day, didn't he? He got chosen on the bench. Could be in a... Fuck me. PSG have had nothing in the final third.
Nah, they
We had that one opportunity for an Mbappe where he made a lovely run. It was a great tackle by Badia Shield. No, I'm sorry, by Marapan, where he doesn't even tackle and makes the block.
The thing is...
Crying Mbappe, Neymar, cry.
It's been one of those games where PSG haven't had luck on their side. You know, every shot has either been blocked, a player's been half a second too late. It's just not been a good performance in the final third.
Really, it's not been there.
It should be a bit worrying for them going into the next Ligue match at the weekend. Sorry, I think they've got one midweek actually, but
it'll be Ligue and Ligue and Champions League.
Yeah, it's not a good performance.
At least this isn't the game they're going to Barcelona with.
No, because then you'd be wondering, are they going to be able to hold on?
Imagine if Barca do a comeback. It'd be nice to see, just in terms of after that awful loss, to see them come back. It'd be lovely to see.
Yeah, it'd be La Remontada 2.0, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
From when they beat them, PSG beat them 4-0, and then they won the game 6-1.
Exactly.
I know it's not as big, but it's still come back from 3 goals would be massive, as I think Mbappe's gone into the book. Dylan's put, thank you, Bernardo, actually giving them a listen per town the Lions of Judah. All the greatest musicians ever are part Irish. Look it up. You have a new calling man on the right.
I'm trying to think of magicians. Keith Chegwin wasn't a magician. He also wasn't Irish.
Musicians, not magicians.
Musicians. Oh, I thought you said magicians.
No,
like...
musicians, not magicians.
Westlife.
You say Paul Daniels.
Paul Daniels. I thought you said magician. I'm like,
no, musicians.
Don't know why.
As you said, Westlife.
Boyzone. Niall Horan from One Direction.
Yep.
Made bangers of music afterwards. Any other Irish? The one from Girls Aloud. Nadine Coyle.
Nadine Coyle.
She's Irish.
The song Tell Me Ma.
Tell me ma when I go home. The boys want.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't sing more than
That's
6
one of those.
seconds.
And then Kyle just put, "Oh, Rowan, you did not just call me British. I was born in Dublin, in the Republic of Ireland. I'm not mad, but don't let it happen again, okay? You've been warned. You've been warned."
Part of the United Kingdom.
And then, but I'll put, actually, Dylan, I found a song that was on a video for Percy Tau Skills. It's called Somebody by Drop Gun. So there you go. There's a music recommendation.
I love that Bananas managed to go get an African rock song.
And then Chris put, sick of the minority fan base wanting Klopp out after all he's done for Liverpool. They're not true fans for me. There's always a certain part.
There's always fans. There is always going to be fans who don't like what happens.
Exactly. Just leave them to it. But 60 seconds left. Now, the last time we had 60 seconds left of the PSG Monaco game, Neymar's leg nearly snapped in half, and me and KL just went, "Oh, it's all right. He'll get up again." So I don't think we'll necessarily see anything like that.
You see the same with Mbappe.
Oh, imagine that. Now that would be a real blow.
Yeah,
that'd be massive.
I wonder if Di Maria will be back.
I think Di Maria's back fairly soon as well, so
they may have him fit, but
they should be back up to full strength. I think the only player who's likely to be out is, I think Neymar might be out for the Barcelona.
Okay.
But 30 seconds left. Great performance from Monaco.
Well done, Golovin. I'm trying to think of more Irish singers. It's hard. You can name the obvious ones.
You've got about 20 seconds to think of a few more off the top of your head.
Can I have Shane Filan when he went solo?
Technically it counts.
Come on.
Technically it
counts. Can I have Ronan
counts.
Keating when he went solo?
Technically it counts.
Get in there.
He's Irish. But 8 seconds left of this. PSG just going to hoof the ball all the way back to the keeper. And that's when you know the game's not really gone well.
Whistle should
As
blow
Keylor
back
Navas will look to opt to hear the ball long, and the referee blows
Great
his whistle
result for Monaco.
on what is a fantastic night if you're an AS Monaco fan.
100%.
Two brilliant goals.
Good job of cashed out.
Yeah, very good job of cashed out.
Clinical performance from them. They scored the goal, shut up shop like you said, got the second, and shut up even more, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It was a game where they never really had to come fully out and control the match, because PSG, we said before, in today's game they dominated the match possession wise, battered them left, right and centre, had loads of opportunities, but they were never able to test the goalkeeper. There was either lots of blocks going in, or it just got to the final third and it crumbled. They
tried to play balls in, would go straight out for a goal kick, look competent, not massively tested in terms of just reactions, making catches, etc. Who's that going? Mbappe going straight down the tunnel. Oh, he's giving his shirt to someone. I think he works at the club, never mind.
I think it is, yeah. Somebody works at the club. But, I mean, a result like that, as you said, they're probably quite thankful they've not gone into this next game against Barcelona. Or else a result like this will be quite worrying, because we've said before, PSG not being convincing in the league. And it means, actually, with the result coming to Monaco today, Lille stayed top of the league on 58 points. Lyon in second on 55. Both of those teams winning their games this weekend. PSG in third on 54 points. Monaco, massive result for them, because there is a humongous gap that's grown between the top four and fifth
well
place.
done to Lens. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
What's the orange? Is that
That's a Champions League. And then I think that is
Europa
League.
What's green?
That'd be Europa League as well, but qualifiers, I believe.
Right.
But a great result for Monaco.
Sorry.
Up to 52 points. 2 points behind PSG in third place.
So close.
With a 12-point gap over fifth place Lens, which I remember the last time we did a watch-along, which was, funny enough, the reverse fixture of this, the league was tight, and I think it was 6 or 7 points separated between first and ninth.
Yeah.
The gap has opened up so much between fourth and fifth that Monaco are looking in a very good position to get themselves back into European football next season.
Yeah, they are playing. I mean, from what we've seen today, just playing well. Nice little football. Nothing too flashy, nothing too jazzy. Just what they had to do. And It's always going to be a tough game going to PSG, but to beat him 2-0 comfortably, all you can say is tip your hats off to him.
And that goal from Maripan, just saw it again.
Exactly.
It's a striker's finish from a centre.
Exactly.
It's a great goal.
He's falling over, and that doesn't faze him. Still places it right in that bottom corner. Just lovely. Wins the ball back as well and hits it. Great finish. Great goal. Great win.
And it is a great win indeed. I said not necessarily classic in terms of how the game panned out, but a very memorable result for Monaco, who've been through a fair share of dramatic games against PSG in the past. But talking about dramatic games, it is a dramatic weekend of action across football, because our next stream is going to be Tuesday. Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Lazio Bayern for the first leg of the round of 16 fixtures between those four sides. It's going to be with either Kieran D alongside Will or Rowan. Wednesday, it's going to be myself and Kieran L. We're covering Atlanta, Real Madrid alongside Gladbach versus Man City. But this is where the real drama takes place. Round of 32, 5:55 p.m. goal show. It's the reverse fixtures. The whole Sports Corner team will be live for that. And then straight afterwards, I'm hoping a couple of us can stick around. United, Real Sociedad, Leicester, Slavia Prague are the two main games. But I'm hoping a few of us might stick around and cover some of the other matches going on in the background. And then tomorrow, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, if I can edit it together as quick as I possibly can, new episode of the Double Top podcast, looking around about one every month with the podcast.
It works well.
There's not a great deal of darts going on. But we're going to have a very special guest on the podcast tomorrow. We're going to record that interview. Very, very excited for it.
Very excited. Even I'm excited.
And
speak something.
it does link to
Sinead O'Connor.
The South African contingency we've been talking about tonight.
Just
so that's your little hint there of who it possibly could be.
Hosier.
Who knows? Very excited for it. Maybe not Hosier being on the podcast, necessarily speaking. Maybe Wanda. No, you send in your predictions and guess who it is. But there's your clue for now. But also, as well, if you haven't checked out our social media links already, don't forget to check out our Twitter and our Instagram. Our Twitter is at @the_top_corner, and our Instagram is @the_sportscorner_. Check those out to keep up with all of the latest across our channel when we're going to be live with content, as well as when we post up our articles, which are available on the sports-corner.com. That is our website. We have articles available every single day, and the latest article was a piece that I did based on some of the very best Milan derbies of the last decade. So do check those out indeed. Lots of new content to come over the next few weeks. But as for now, I just want to say a big thank you to our last minute substitution, Roman, for coming in and watching this game today.
Thank you for the last minute substitution from you as well.
Thank you very much, because originally we weren't going to do this game, but in the end,
we got a good game.
We did. Pretty decent one indeed. We will be back on Tuesday. I don't know who's going to be back on Tuesday. Definitely KD.
Definitely KD.
It might be you.
Will.
It might be me. It might be Will.
Wait and see.
Find out on Tuesday. But either way, we'll be back with Champions League football on Tuesday. Have a fantastic morning, evening, or afternoon. And I forgot, I'll be back on Monday actually with the darts.
Is it darts on Monday?
Yeah, I'm doing the podcast on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So a bit of content there. But as for now, hope you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And hopefully we see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Good night.